disgusting. These maps are absolutely hideous.
And that was Doof in the background. So, we're slowly getting towards starting the biter battles. Hello everybody. So 3 maps have been posted. So let's go through biter battles. Biter battles is 2 Factorio teams in a PvP battle, and they run much like old Warcraft 3 sort of tower defenses, where you have one team, both teams can convert science packs into biters, which then throw at the other side of the river. So North can convert its science packs into biters, which then get sent at South team, and vice versa. Red packs are worth a little bit, green packs are worth more, blue are worth even more, so on and so forth. On top of that, biters naturally spawn, and they sort of attack a little bit. So yeah, you've got 2 main counters. You have, threat and evolution. Each time you throw packs, evolution goes up and threat also goes up. So when threat goes up, that is sort of biters on the way to attack your team, or the other team. And as you kill off the biters, obviously the threat level goes back down, but you end up with some sort of passive income. So the more you send, the more biters you send, you end up with more natural threat that increases, and you're going to end up starting to have more biters coming and attacking you. So we have 3 maps posted. We have Dr. Doof versus the Adventures of Coyote. I'm hoping their links are down in the description. I guarantee nothing. At the moment, the 2 of them are... Doof's talking about what he's going to veto, and kind of Will looks like he's just started streaming, so he should be shoutcasting as well. Let's go chat to Will.
You could...
Hello, sir.
Have a bite attack. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Do you have any information about anything?
I have 3 maps, and I'm watching Doof's stream.
Right.
And Clowntown is awake and alive and is possibly shoutcasting. And Mojo is going to be maybe possibly late. That's all I know.
Right. You know more than me. I think so. Clowntown is not awake. He's on his way home from work, but he's got big executives in, so he's not able to escape early. Going to be cutting it close.
Okay, so you and I are shoutcasting.
Yes, I think so. Because Mojo will be pre-coffee.
Yes.
Which is effectively no...
You're streaming Twitch. I'm streaming to YouTube for a change. I have the 3 maps on the screen.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, I've turned off Doof's audio, so I don't know who's vetoing what. But
right, I'm in Doof's Discord, and I will play his. No, I don't want to listen to we're double.
Yeah.
I can't find a map or a server that suggests biter battles, so I've not received map information.
I'm hoping Veldark is going to DM me.
Valdak's not hosting. Coyote's hosting himself. It's not going through the Valdak organised Are You Scared server, which is that's being canned anyway. The Are You Scared server for cost saving.
So Clowntown says he's here and ready to go if we wanted to, if he wants to, or he could just skip.
Well, he hasn't started yet, so if he's good to go, then of course, he could join midway if he needs more time. Coyote will send game info to Will. Fantastic.
Oh, cool.
Right.
Can I get game info too, please?
Yeah, I'll relay if I'm getting whoever gets it first relays it to the others.
Done deal. So yeah, map 3 sucks. Map 2 really sucks.
Yeah.
Like
Well,
the
map 2, I'll
silos-
say map 2.
Yeah, the
Map
silos.
2 and 3 look like opposites of each other, don't they? One's got the iron. Well, they both got the stone.
Well, map 2's so bad the silos aren't even centered.
It's quite defensive, though, map 2, isn't it? You could really hunker down, but you'd have no resources other than stone and coal. You could build a highly powered wall.
You could
Coal and
pickaxe
stone.
them to death without a pickaxe. That's bad.
Yeah. Well, map 2, the walls are in place for you. You don't need to move them. That's good to go.
Probably.
Yeah, I think we set a record for how bad 2 starting maps could be. Like, I don't think we've had this rough we've had usually 1 map is pretty rough. Now we got 2 really rough starting maps.
Yeah.
Really bad maps. Morning, Clown Town.
But hey, man, hey guys, let me host Colonel Will. I will. Not really in a place that I could stream, but I could sit in here and crack wise and do the thing. So let me host Colonel Will and tweet it out and all that, so we can just have a big old party. Colonel Will's channel. Let's do that. That seems like a good thing to do today.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. Normally, 1 map is like, I'll forget that one, and then 2 others.
But here's the thing: is Coyote. What we do know about Coyote is he is crazy, right? So he may veto map 1. Right. That would be first. Right. That would be the power. Well, it doesn't matter. He could do it second or third. I mean, but vetoing map 1 may be just a power move.
Mm-hmm.
And like, look, holy crap! Now we're both in.
Yeah.
Now we're both. It's like Kirk and Khan. We're gonna drag both of you into the Mutara Nebula, so the odds will be even. Like we're gonna both put it into where your shields won't work.
And normally a map 1 would be a bad choice as well because of the proximity to the river. However, with their non-PvP, it's a moot point.
Yeah.
Right.
Doof and Coyote have got a gentleman's agreement not to shoot across the river, which, sure.
Yeah. Which makes map 1 the best, because under normal rules, map 1 would be...
rejected.
Right. Well, yeah, it would be like, oh, God, that would make all bad, wouldn't it? There wouldn't be a good choice there at all.
Yeah, I don't think anyone other than Coyote and Doof are excited about the no river skirmishes. Yeah, I think some of those are some of the best moments that we've had in some of these fighter battles is getting sneaky across that river, right?
Early game, you can throw grenades, and grenades can be pretty bad, but not devastating.
And you can't reach right the way across, can you?
You can throw it a certain way, and then splash takes out the rest. But then, getting up to tank cannon shells and rockets, that's when things get really devastating. And by then,
apparently they're voting for map 4.
Oh, I don't have a screenshot of that one.
Well, that's exactly. They want to re-roll all of them.
No. That's not how it works.
I mean, it is their contest, but I would say man up and pick one, right?
Yeah.
So
pick a horrible map.
Take your medicine.
I mean, map 2 might not be so bad if there was copper just above that lake or something.
Right. 2's doable. I mean,
well, look, three has that mixed patch just on the edge.
So if map 2 and 3 have the opposite or right outside our visual spectrum, then they're good. Otherwise, it's going to be a world of hurt for whoever. So I'm watching Doof's chat right now because Coyote is in Doof's chat, and Coyote is urging Doof to veto number 3.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Or is that... No. Coyote has vetoed number 3.
Okay.
At least that's how I read it.
Then between... Yeah. Oh, yeah, he said, Coyote just said to do veto 3. What's your veto? Okay. So Doof has to pick between 1 and 2.
Yeah, bad and bad.
Yeah. You got to go with 1, haven't you?
Yeah, and it's just that they have that no fire across the river rule.
Yeah, and that's what makes it. If it was fire across the river, you wouldn't want either of those because you can have all that iron there, but as soon as someone gets to rockets, that's it. You're not having any more of that ore ever.
Yeah, look, if it was normal standard rules, I'd be going map 2, and we'll just hope there's copper somewhere. And just accept that it's going to be very heavily defended from one side. Yeah. I don't know, that's sort of a good choke point. You could just, right between those two lakes, just fill it in with gun turrets and some walls and just sacrifice that whole
and just
side.
forget about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it does look like there's some iron on the left if you're top.
There is, yeah. That
which you'd have to sacrifice. It depends how big that is, isn't it? If it slims off, I don't know. It could be the edge, couldn't it? Because that would run red science or something.
Mm-hmm.
Or run ammunition if you was to sacrifice it. But you might be able to slip it in along the coastline, actually.
Yeah, look, biters could come in along the coastline, and that'd be like 2 gun turrets, and that'd be fine because they're going to thin out and they're going to come in single file. So
yeah. Even map 1 does have its problems though, because that iron is nasty, pressed up against the water, mixed in with the stone.
It's
the copper again mixed in with the stone.
It's the fact that it's pressed in against the water because there is no landfill.
Yeah, I mean, if it was water that was water, you could potentially landfill it with a few tactical squares and get a couple more drills mid-game out of it to replace maybe some of the early ones that are run out. But yeah, there is no landfilling. You're going to have to make do with that.
Yes.
You could get what?
He just vetoed map 1.
Oh, 2 it isn't.
Oh, wow.
It's great. Power play on Doof's part. They're doing map 2.
Okay.
Oh, dear.
So now we just need server details, and then, oh, boy.
Yeah, it's going to be great.
So that's the map,
Nice.
guys. So we can make it full screen, I think. There we go. That's. So I'm just going to put my screens back together.
The poop is going to hit Safan now.
Oh boy!
All right, now actually this time I can now have 3. If I'm not streaming, I can actually put a stream on every monitor. Yeah. Including Factorio on monitor 1, Doof on 2, and Coyote on 3. I got 3 monitors.
Now, are your screens arranged left to right or top to bottom?
L-shaped.
Right.
1 and 2 are stacked, and then 3 is to my right.
Because what you want to do is put the team that's on the south on the top screen, and the team on the north on the bottom.
Right. That makes sense.
Well, my Factorio game is kind of got to be in the center. But yeah, you're right. You could easily swap them around.
I have server details. Did you get them?
Nope.
Oh, check them.
Right. Sending.
Yes, there we go. Okay, I got them.
Hold on, JD.
Yeah, we got them.
Thank you.
It's good to see you guys.
It's been ages since we've.
It's been a while, man, since we've done this. Oh, I will invite you to check out biterbattles.com if you haven't seen that.
Oh, I haven't seen anything.
Comfy has set up an official site, biterbattles.com, where they are going to try to do some matchmaking and get her done.
Nice.
So check that out. And you can sign up your team, and apparently they're going to try and do some matchmaking. Like, that's going to be great.
Vote global difficulty. Hang on. We've got some new changes. Peaceful, piece of cake, easy, normal, hard, nightmare, insane. Ooh, that's new.
Right, I'm in. I'm ready to go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Back to Biter Battles. Biterbattles.com.
Yeah, check that out. Biterbattles.com. It says it's a comfy project. It's got links to their Discord.
10
And,
teams already.
Yeah, they can. It
What?
shows the number of teams, number of players that have registered.
How can we 10 teams? We haven't had 10 different teams so far.
No.
See?
But there's only 50
Exactly.
players. So that's probably the catch.
Yeah. So also, but it does. If you look at the footnote, it does say that they're really not going to get going until stable. And I saw a comment from Bilka that said, we don't know when we're going to be stable.
No. Stable's been coming for the last 6 weeks, I believe.
Well, my point.
Yeah, but there's 24 bugs that they haven't squashed yet.
It's
yeah,
next
and
week.
they're 6 weeks ago it was the stable will probably be Monday,
Yeah.
So vote global difficulty.
That's new.
That's new.
I assume that's like the points per science pack then.
Something like that.
To make it
Wow, is
harder.
the UPS bad?
I assume the map's still generating.
It is.
Yeah, we normally have it pre-generated. wouldn't we?
No, normally we generate, and then when it gets down to 0, that's the go time. But
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Team manager. Look at that.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh, admins can drag and drop teams. To open up team manager, you could just see That's great. Ghost spectate. Neato.
Yeah.
oh, okay. So
And then you could go to ghost spectate, and then
So we can take Doof and drop him into the middle of Coyote's base, and take Coyote and drop him into Doof's. Give him 2 minutes. Give each person 2 minutes in the other side, then put them back again.
So we all
Right.
want the ghost spectate mode, but we need an admin to do it, and I think
Correct.
the only person that can do that would be Coyote.
right.
I imagine so. Yeah.
Scoreboard. Does scoreboard work again? When it finally loads.
Rockets launched is all the scoreboard has. I think launching a satellite should be an instant win. Or there should be an object that you have to launch.
No.
That's really expensive, and that just, ridiculously expensive. You should never get to it, but if you do, then if you're prepared to waste all those resources that's not science pack. No, not a fish. Something like really expensive.
There you go. Or sorry, JD plays. It's not the play fine. Cheese Lord is there. Build or die.
Hello,
Build or
BTG.
die.
Good morning. Good morning, everybody.
I'm going to take a look at the teams in Discord, see what the size is. So it's 5 for Coyote and 5 for Doof. Lovely.
Clown Town was promoted
Five
to
is
admin
fine.
by Cody.
And there we go. The team's alive.
Cool. I'm a spectator ghost. Sweet.
So we go, what was
Join.
that, team manager, and then
Go spectate.
Yep,
and
just-
match has officially started, and I'm waiting for
It
the
has
UPS to
started.
come back. I've turned into a ghost. Awesome. Okay, so
Oh,
we've
wow.
got. Oh god, I forgot how dark it was.
yeah. Oh,
Oh, hang on. No, ghost mode is officially useless. Yeah, let's go back
Is
to
it?
map view. Yeah, because at least then you get that artificial lightness, the light that map view gives you.
Yeah.
Okay, so Doof's in the south. He's already got 1 out exploring. 2, 3 out exploring. Coyote is in the north, and they're already picking up walls, picking up some wood.
Well, they got to find copper.
Oh, they've got copper.
Looks like they found copper right outside. It wasn't in the map view.
No, it was just outside.
Just
yeah.
outside. So that's
And
that's doable. Okay, not a
Mixed
horrible
resources.
pick. Of this
Mixes
map.
of resources. Lots of mixed resources.
There's some good lakes as well, for just a little bit out.
Yep.
that you can link up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, we've got our first worm.
Yep, I see it. It's
Yeah.
bottom right.
They added a bunch of worms, didn't they? And there's scrap metal out there as well, out in amongst the biters.
Interesting. I have not been keeping up with the changes on this scenario yet.
Yeah.
There's scrap metal.
Yeah, it
it's worth
says if you
1
hover over
gear.
it, it'll say like 1 gear, but it's not. It just says that it'll be something random, like some steel, some copper, some gears. Ah, there you go. You got 40. Oh no, that was a rock. But yeah, you get it is. It's used in a lot of the Comfy and Redview maps.
Psilocybin already got hit by the first worm. He's not dead, but he got sprayed.
He's got plenty of hit points left. He's still in the green. So Coyote... No, they're still hand mining. Really? I'd expect somebody to have something down by now.
They might as well grab some of the scrap around them.
Oh, attackers. South.
Oh, wow. See, Doof's already got a whole pile of burner drills down.
They both have.
Remember to hit your Alt key so you could see them. I forget about that unless I'm playing.
Yep.
I forget even when I am playing. I normally get to my first assembler.
So we already
And then
have
I
biters
saw-
on the loose.
Yeah, look.
Yeah, they
it's
both got either.
Hang on. We don't see
South.
the threat or the Evo.
It's because they're throwing less than 20 pots.
right.
Yeah, but normally it starts at 0.
But I guess they've already crafted and thrown. They must have already made a few pots.
I think it's because we're on a ghost team, so you don't see...
No, I joined North and came back again. Like, normal style.
Okay. Oh, wow. Dude's got the first blueprint here. He only managed to get a small set of
southwest.
trees.
Yeah, Dude's been practicing his blueprints.
And
So
Coyote
Doof,
is...
a big-
Psilocybin, Lindman, Zelrun, and Aloris versus Coyote, Cheeselord, Ryfree, Rexar, and the infamous Build or Die.
Yeah.
That's a big old blueprint from Doof. That is serious.
That is red, green, and blue science, I believe.
Military.
Oh, yes, military to be.
Military. Wouldn't be blue yet.
Is there any oil? There's not.
I haven't
That could make things interesting.
seen it
There's
No,
there-
yet.
not.
Doof's got the most exposed in the south, and
Yeah,
there is not any
no.
that we've seen. So we
No.
no flame turrets yet.
Flame turrets, yeah.
More importantly, no blue science.
Yeah. I mean, there's not even a dot, is it? It's not even. It'd be difficult anyway now. Even if they found some right now, it's still effort to get it.
Yeah, it's a
That is a
long
lot.
way out.
That is a lot of trees on the left there. Do you see it on Doof's left?
Yeah,
Yep.
that's a small forest.
It's very dense. They
Why do I have
seem
the urge
to
to
be
start?
exploring.
Fire there. I see a bunch of trees and
So somebody
I
must
just
have
wanna
thrown
burn 'em.
fish, because, again, we don't see it.
how do they know they threw a fish?
Well,
Because
it says
build
they
or
seem to
die.
be exploring.
They'd
Build or
be
die.
feeling the lag though, wouldn't they?
No, the lag seems okay.
But we did just see the research start, so it's not like we're not
Yeah.
seeing
Yeah.
messages. So we'll see.
Oh, biter in the south. Here he comes. Oh, he's got some buddies. He's eating Zal.
Is there which menu shows the evolution in threat?
Normally, it's
It's the biter one, right?
Yes.
The little biter icon.
Yeah.
but that just has
Do you guys
joined
not
teams.
see that?
Right.
No, I'm just-
Yeah, you can't get rid of that in Ghost Spectator. That's why I'm going back to. I'm just doing it the normal way. You know, just join a team and then come back to Spectator.
okay.
Huh.
Because I couldn't get rid of that join North, join South.
Oh.
I think it still needs work. The Ghost Spectator.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So, got to join a team and then Leave a team. And now I can't get rid of team manager. There we go. Spectate. Give me spectate. Excellent. Finally. Okay, go spectate definitely does not work.
No.
Nice idea. First step in the right direction. Yep. But
yeah. Continued development.
Yeah, I agree. That's good. That's good that they've made it basically Team 3, right? Which was a good suggestion, right?
Yeah, it was one of the things we brought up last time that, you know, it'd be nice if we had a few more options. But the biggest thing is, it's too dark to zoom around. You really need to do it via map view.
Yeah.
If
preferably, the Team 3 could just see it as if it was daytime. Would be ideal.
No, but I think you could... No, because it's putting you in God controller mode. Yeah.
At the very least, the night vision view, like we have now.
Yeah, but you can't forcibly toggle that on without giving you a power armor that's preset. And like, I think it could be done, but they'd have to like shove your character somewhere, physically put your character somewhere, give it a power armor, so on and so forth.
We need our own island, don't we?
Yeah.
A spectator island.
So Build or Die's already out there playing with worms.
Oh yeah.
With a pistol.
Coyote has recently got...
do you see that? He's cutting the scrap. He's getting 6 gears per piece of scrap. 29 copper cable, 4 circuits, 20 copper wire, 14 gears.
Yeah.
So he's getting few intermediates. I mean, early game, that's useful.
Yeah, but it's so far away, it's just not worth it.
They've got some in their base, though. I don't know if they've collected it. They have some right next to the silo. Yeah, it's gone. They had a few right next to the silo.
Yeah, Coyote's still got some beside the stone. Doof looks like he's collected everything. Doof's actually done a pretty good job of clearing out everything.
Yeah, Coyote's right, and he's got 3 lumps to the right of his stone.
Build or Die just picked up some scrap and got 80 coils and a couple of batteries.
Okay.
Cool.
That makes it a little bit more worth it.
Yeah, look at that. Shout. Anyone want batteries?
I wonder if it might be the case that it gets better the further out you go. I've seen that in comfy scenarios before.
Right.
There was the whole scenarios where the whole map is just scrap. And there is no ore. You have to collect up stuff, and the further you push into the biters.
That's a good idea.
Because you see Build or Die is fighting a worm now, and there's about 8 pieces around it. But if you go further out, it might be a medium or big or behemoth worm, and therefore the scrap reward for killing that worm is better.
Iron gears.
But the whole time you're collecting it, you're not building.
Right. Solid fuel.
Solid fuel.
Okay.
Onto it.
All right, that's interesting. Okay.
Well, you can make ammo from that iron, couldn't he? Anytime he gets iron, he can just craft up it into bullets, and he doesn't need to set up his little build camp.
Yes, true.
If he might be able to get enough iron, maybe enough iron, steel or copper, he can make himself some red ammo and make himself an armor and machine gun. He doesn't need that little burner city anymore. Yeah, 26 and 13 iron. You turn that into bullets.
More importantly, he's out keeping the threat down again.
Yeah, but his threat is not in a minus.
No, it's not. It's not, because he's taking out worms, and they take longer, and they're worth less.
Which button shows threat?
You're going to have to join a team and then go to spectator. And then
the old way of doing it.
The old way, yeah.
Oh, okay. Not using the team manager. Okay.
No, just forget that.
Okay. Damn.
Yep. But Doof's got iron up and running. He's got some real miners down, and they are actually plugged in. Cody's setting up defenses, but he's still firmly in Burner City.
Doof's got quite a few biters on his hand, though.
Yeah,
you'll be okay, but they are dealing with them.
They're forcing you to hold spacebar occasionally.
Yeah, Coyote's walling up his gaps.
boy, lag is killing him. Yeah, it's bad.
I just had a lag spike. Did you get it?
Yeah.
A little bit.
Like if I was trying to build, that would have annoyed me. Obviously, because I'm just watching it, it didn't matter. But yeah, that would have messed me up if I was running with a bout or something. Well, they didn't want Valdak to host it because of latency problems that they've had before.
Team mode has been enabled. Or tournament mode has been enabled, disabled. Oh. Clowntown, what are you doing? Bad Clowntown.
Stop pressing buttons.
I got 4 crude barrels. Oh.
Ooh. This changes everything.
Things, yeah.
Yeah.
Like
how far will a flamethrower get on 4 barrels of crude?
And Cheese Lord's got 4 barrels of petrol. Okay. So
I mean, that could run a flamer, couldn't it?
I'm thinking about Blue Science. So Blue Science is... What's a refinery? A refinery uses 100 oil to give 55 petroleum. So it's like 110 petroleum with the 4 barrels Cheese Lord's got. That's another 200. So you got 310 petroleum. I have no idea what that converts down to in sulfur to run Blue Science. But it's something. Oh, Clowntown broke it that good, did he?
No, I just dipped out so I could rejoin a team because I couldn't get out of the team manager mode.
Quite a problem. It's starting to get worse.
I clicked Go Spectator to go back to normal mode. Then I joined a team. Then I went back to Spectator.
Exactly what I did.
Yep.
Okay.
So, Doof is at least on his way to starting his first.
There we go. Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
And Coyote is still defending the hell out of his burner city.
Yeah, Coyote's got some pillbox style defenses up. Doof silos about to get. It's right, they got guns, but
they've got guns already. Yeah. And the biters came in the way we expected them not to come in.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, like Coyote's, he's got more power, but it's not fueled.
They got no electric drills yet, have they?
No.
Because effectively, Coyote's a person down, really, isn't he? Because, Builder dies killing stuff and collecting stuff, but that stuff is not helping the base because he's not.
And Builder die.
No, he's been crafting red science with his gears and his.
Either he found it. That's not the possibility.
He found it. Yeah. Well, if he's getting copper and gears, he might as well craft it, isn't he, while he's out there?
Yeah, true. Like
if he just got some steel now, so if he gets steel, then sure, but they won't have researched it yet, so
yeah,
he might as well just craft. Because if he dies, he's going to lose it all. Yeah, he just says I'm crafting
sites. He's obviously watching one of the streams.
Yep. But they are effectively a person down with their building because he's not there.
They are, but like they're like that every time. Every single time Cody goes into one of these, he's always a man down. And of course, on a 5-man team, that's a lot.
We said that the other day, didn't it? It's 20% of his workforce is.
Oh, Cody's got his blueprint down, which is just red and green science.
And less red and green science, I'm walling it. What's that? 2 gears, 10 reds?
I don't know. I don't have access to a decon planner. That's my counting tool.
Well, I'm eyeballing it, and I say it's 2 gears, 10 red, and looking at Doof's,
it's
2 gears and more reds than what's that? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, about 20 reds. I don't think that's enough gear, but okay.
I don't know. Gear stretches. No, it wouldn't be.
No, it's one gear runs 5 red science, isn't it?
16 reds for Coyote, chat says, and lag spikes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Crap. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 24 for Doof.
Okay, he's got his first iron lane going. Well, first iron drills.
Yeah, Doof's got iron
He's a splitter
up
over
and
there on
running.
Doof.
He doesn't have coal fed in yet. It's about to get there.
Yeah, I think they've hand fed some coal in because they've look like get the furnace, get the inserters running. Stick a power pole on that last bit. You've got there's fuel in there. The inserters are done. Power pole. You get 4 more smelters running.
Yeah, they're struggling to get the splitters made. Splitters are relatively expensive in the early game.
Time consuming, I think. Not really expensive, just time consuming to craft green circuits.
Yeah,
true.
Well, more
5
importantly,
coils.
the bloody copper wires.
Yep.
Five coils.
Yeah.
Oh, and because of the
Both
way
teams-
they've fed it in, they've got to have
Yeah.
1, 2, 3 splitters
And
with half a
3
dozen
sets of
undergrounds.
undergrounds.
Yeah. I hate this build. All that extra undergrounds to save 1 tile.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Not a fan.
It's just the trade-off in it, long term versus short term.
What's a tile? Really, at the end of the day, what's a tile? Like, a build's 100 plus tiles long. Right? It's 1% longer.
What tile are we talking about?
The fact that they're undergrounding under their splitters to feed into their smelters. So if you look at
when you
Doof's
see-
smelters.
Yeah, when
Yeah.
you see the instead of just moving it up 1, you could kind of flip that around to the outside instead.
Yep.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
It's 1 extra underground, which is
Like I said, we have oil.
Not expensive, really.
Yeah, in the south.
Oh wow, that's close.
two lots of oil.
Oh, that's close.
Yeah,
That's
1,500% over on the right. Much better one, but it's in enemy territory.
That's
and
right.
a long way from home.
Just get a pub jack out there and oh, somebody died. Yeah, he's got nothing on him.
Psilocybin, those oils are pretty far from home. Being curious to see if there's one even closer in southwest.
Mm-hmm.
Right, because
in Discord
he's
we
got
got
a
the map.
long way. Oh yeah.
But I'm not going to say nothing because
Let's see.
that's interesting. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So it looks like Builder has returned home. He's graced them with his presence.
Forcefully? No. Did the biter send him home, or does he walk home? It looks like he walked home. I didn't see a death message.
Losing streak. Yep. Okay. Oh, that's not the full map, is it?
It's quite explored, I think.
Yeah, it's pretty revealed.
Further than we've seen.
No, it's not.
No, it's not. It's not.
No, it's not.
Yeah, so our reveal is just it's about to as far as psilocybin has gone.
Yeah, there's a little bit there on the right, isn't there?
Yep.
He's gone a little bit further.
But not much. Like, we can't see much more than they see already.
I wouldn't imagine they'd go... Ooh, Coyote's iron smelter's really coming along.
Yep, good.
I mean, well, so's Doof's. Doof's got some belt automated. That's a massive thing, having belt automated for you. Even though it's quick to handcraft, you go through so much of it.
You go through so much of it, and gears. Gears are just... They're another one of those things that just sucks to handcraft.
Could do with another insert on that gear machine. It's ghosted, but it's not built yet. It would double his belt production. Yeah, I think getting that belt and inserters automated at a decent speed is such a big leap.
Well, see, like, Doof has belts automated, yeah, as part of his green build. And then Coyote's sort of trying to do the same. But... So his primary smelter that he's set up is not the one that does gears for belts, I don't think.
No.
Nor does
But he does have that belt that splits off. Do you see? It comes out of the first smelter, splits right, and then doesn't seem... Nothing is ghosted to do anything with that. Oh, it goes underground for the... No, that's copper. Wait, what?
I think they're fed iron into their copper smelter.
Copper, they have, I think, because that's around the wrong way, isn't it?
Yeah.
No, because the other one's meant to be iron, because that does go to the gears.
No, it doesn't. The bottom one goes up to gears?
Yeah. But the top one comes down to copper wire. Do you see how it goes? It splits to nothing.
Yeah. So
and then it comes out on the other side. The top one is meant to be
copper, and the bottom one is meant to be iron, and he's got it backward. And
they're cleaning
the process of swapping it over. Oh boy!
Oh god! What a disaster! Label it. This is why we label it. You take a filter and a filter splitter, or a combinator, decider combinator. You can put in the blueprint what it is. You can also number it. That's what we do now. We number it. What a disaster! So now they've got no iron smelting. The other smelter isn't built yet. Oh, what a disaster!
That's a
what a setback.
That cost a bit of time.
And he's picking up the smelters to empty them of the iron ore.
Oh, and their walls are under attack because they've got no ammo.
Yeah.
Rats.
So how's Doof getting on? Because he's got biters chasing him around the base. Took 3 of them off task there, but
good news is it does look like they've immediately now got iron ore on the next belt over.
Yeah. You got all the inserts are now. You either got to pick them all up.
Yep.
Or make new ones.
Yep.
Because there's still no iron smelting.
And they still haven't got.
Well, that'd be like 200-300 a minute iron behind that Doof now.
Oh, well and truly.
Where they would have been, where they would have been had it have been correct in the first place.
Okay.
Yeah.
South's doubling power because they'd hit their cap. And there's biters walking through South's furnaces again.
Yep.
Gun turret, boys. Just a single gun turret. You put down 2 more, it's not far enough to the east. No, west.
Yeah. All you got to do is you yell at somebody and you span the map and say pillbox here. That and magically a pillbox appears. I don't know the mechanics of it, but that's what happens.
that's what happens in your world.
It is, yeah. I'm under attack here. Put a pillbox over there. They come through the middle. Split the difference. Double that pillbox.
Speak it into being.
Yeah. You just got to will it. That's what.
Force of will. It makes this. Yep.
Where there's a will, there's a way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know the mechanics of how these pillboxes get built or how they appear. I don't know if they get dropped from space. They just appear.
Magic.
Build or die just picked up a low density structure.
That's gonna be really helpful.
Well, if we get another 729 with some pod modules and
fire off a rocket real quick.
Yeah, a bit of research and. Actually, no, you wouldn't need the research, would you? You could actually round up enough. Yep, no, you need the you would. No, you need the satellite to be able to use.
You need a satellite.
Which means you need the rocket's tech.
Well, unless he found one.
What finds a satellite?
Yeah, like if you're going to find 719 low density structures, why not find a satellite?
Four pod modules, 720 rocket fuel, 720 rocket control units. Yeah, you find. Can you imagine it? Especially if the South team done it, so that the North team there building and see the rocket go across their screen.
I think
they
that,
wouldn't work the other way around, but
no, I think that'd have to be the most devastating part about this game if somebody actually on the South team
Just-
launched a rocket and you stay there and you just watch it fly
half a team
past.
north just leave.
Yeah, mass quit.
Yeah.
So I'm watching Doof's poor belt production, and because it doesn't have a second inserter on that output for the belt,
Oh yeah.
it's just so slow.
And it wasn't ghosted in, was it? I don't know if it was. Was it ghosted in blue, or has that been overlooked? I think it's been overlooked.
I don't know, but like you ghost a second inserter, output into the ground, and then picking up from the ground
around the corner
and shoving it in the box, and it's
or
not
two
that hard
boxes,
to-
whichever takes your fancy.
Just one big box, please. Lots of crap in one box.
Yeah, it's an
Done.
extra inserter. You
Yeah.
gotta make an extra inserter then to go around the corner, but
Yeah.
anything, either.
Yeah, and chat has confirmed it's 1 gear machine to 10 red sites. So both teams are in ratio.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, dude, if you've got all those gears backed up for your red science, scoop it. Scoop the gears for yourself.
Yep.
You'll need it to make the assemblers anyway. Scoop them out, damn it. You got iron backing up.
They have a rule about scooping belts.
But it's not going anywhere, it's not being used.
I know.
I understand when it's running. I have the
Yeah.
when it's running. You know, the build is... Alright,
Zoran's about to do something there.
yeah, there he
There,
goes.
he scooped it.
Yeah. You just need a few. You might as well. If it's... You know, it's not... It's,
Not running.
They're having problems with biters.
yeah, they're run out. The turret's about to go kaboomy. Biters are munching it on 4 sides now.
They
Boom,
haven't
next
built
one.
any walls.
Mm-hmm.
Well, so Coyote pulled up the walls and put it around turrets. Doof pulled up the walls and put it around his rocket.
Yeah, but that's... The biters are not going to the rocket, are they? They're going to go to... They're coming in for...
Well,
The heavy attack seems to be straight in, doesn't it, from the south for Doof.
yeah, the catch is both are good tactics, and neither one is more correct than the other. It's just, yeah.
See, I'd rather have them a little bit further out because then you don't have them munching your smelters or whatever if that's on their way into the silo.
Correct, but then like accidental silo destruction happens because
No, as long as you put an iron ore belt there, you're fine.
yeah.
You put like a strip of 16 belt and then
Yeah.
it's impenetrable. It's
And
impossible.
Doof's got that. He's got a coal belt, so he's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's on the wrong side of the silo. I'm thinking like if they come into Doof's side from the east, he'd be screwed. And there's already a couple of
Well, it
cards.
looks like they are. There's some, the side that we said they wouldn't come in from.
Yeah, well, in Coyote's case, they've put down a couple of gun turrets that both have 0 kills. So
All right, so we got a benchmark event here where Coyote now has automated copper and thus automated red science.
Science, yeah, which is slightly behind. Very slightly because Doof's kind of he's got it. So Doof's what, a few minutes ahead?
yeah, Doof's
Two
got
minutes- 2
red
minutes
side
ahead.
up and running at least, but I think on a larger
and he's
scale.
only getting faster.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be at a larger scale, and it is built more percentage complete as well.
Like Coyote has iron smelter running with not enough iron ore coming in, but at least it's got coal. Doof has coal coming into both iron and copper with...
More iron ore is about to plug in. It's about to double his iron production.
Well, he's got more iron ore to start with and more copper ore to start with, and he's plugging in more. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, he's about to double what he's got.
Oh, Build's handcrafting. Where the hell is Build? No, he's still in the base. Okay.
Yeah, if you look at Coyote, he's only got, what is that, about 14 iron ore mines? I think that he's more's on the way now, but Doof's had a lot more for a lot longer.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's, I mean, that's a full lane of iron now. In fact, the next smelter is going to be needed because the iron ore's already here.
Yeah. Doof's definitely powering up. And so they put in a splitter, but they're not using the priorities. For the
It doesn't
iron
matter, does it? It mines more than of iron ore anyway.
I like using the priority, so like with that priority in there, that means at that point that first belt is done. That first smelter is done, and then we can tap in the next one and tap it in afterwards, and then that's the second smelter done, and so on and so forth.
Yeah, but it's backed up now anyway. So,
and we all know the belts are backed up, stay backed up forever, right, Will?
yeah, if they don't, you add red belt, and it magically makes more here.
No, they're still really having biter problems.
Doof needs to pick some science. He's got pots and labs, but they're not sciencing. Pick something.
Yeah,
bullet damage should be a good one.
Pick something and start automating somewhere some bullets. Oh, there it is. Get them bullets running.
Yeah. Just need an underground and force free splitters.
And a bunch of inserters, as always. Oh, we've got some walls. Where'd they come from? Oh, somebody started. No, we've just got stone being dumped on a belt. Like, rip up Coal Burner City. It's done its job. Whack it back down on the stone patch. Add some smelters in front of it. Run away.
And it's Oh, don't forget to fuel. But you have the coal from ripping up the burner coal.
Exactly.
That's what we did. Well, I think it's Muppets tactic, isn't it? We timeshare Muppet.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's how we do our brick until you get brick going for
military.
Oh, Coyote's north. Yeah, and for military. Yeah, Coyote's north. The little gun turret that could. Nope, he's out of ammo. But so it would appear that Coyote's got red science. It's just going into a box. There's no labs planned.
Well, he does have 2 labs that have been hooked up on pseudo-automated science, but I've just noticed he's also hit a power limit. With the weirdest power build ever.
Yeah, and also he's going to limit himself because of the lake by building it that way. I mean, Coyote's built that power plant in a position where it's safe from rocket attack, which is ironic because there is no rocket attack, and he's limited. He's gonna have to make a 90-degree turn with it.
And Doof's about to hit his power limit. So power-wise, they're on par.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, somehow Cody's using more power.
How's that possible?
Speed modules, obviously. Biters in Doof's space again.
Their threat and Evo is very close, though.
Yeah, I don't know how Coyote does it. He has worse bases every time, but then he keeps match with the better team every single time.
I mean, he's building labs, but they're improvised. They're not blueprint planned. They're on the fly, which is, fine. Everyone can build labs, but it's just interesting that there's not a plan.
It's not part of a blueprint, yeah.
No,
it's how Coyote builds, and it's I don't know. It's interesting. It's different. It's unique, definitely in the way Coyote builds all his bases.
Something else since the last time is the messaging
is pretty.
Is now it's pretty. It's color coded, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. No need to try and remember what the name is of each science pack.
Yep.
It's red, green, and blue, isn't it?
They have a red team and a blue team now, and then they have each player's color commutes to the messaging now. So my color is acid.
Noticed that.
So Zelrun's color is gray, and so is the message. The gray's color commuted to his message. So if I were to throw some flasks, it would have an acid color for a Clowntown Fed 213, and the number is highlighted. Very good. I like these. Little QOL, quality of life changes.
Yeah. Doof's power plant's getting some interesting attention. They're okay, but eesh.
Yeah, I don't like
one failure. And
this is the weirdest power plant I've ever seen for Coyote.
Yeah.
Well, Aloris is doing Doof's power. He's got similar tight spaces he's working in. May need to, like, probably what Will said is push those turrets south a little bit and then open that up to where the power plant can go horizontal and expand it, right? Because going north south, he's running out of space. He's already having to double it up on the other side.
Look, honestly, just shove it in behind the smelters. There's plenty of room.
Yeah.
Just build a new one behind the smelters.
Right along the coast.
Yep.
Who cares, right? Along the coast would be great.
I mean, I should have let him Kraus, really, shouldn't I?
Yeah.
I say, was Kraus busy? You didn't get in there and fix it.
Oh, God.
Okay, so
We have to have a team meeting first.
Coyote has moved his labs, and somebody in their infinite wisdom has cut off power to coal, and nobody's realized.
Uh-oh.
It's fine.
Oh, dear.
For now.
Everything's fine.
Well,
Except the fact that the coal that feeds the power is now out of power, so the power's running out of coal to make power. So
it's fine. It's fine.
The little boiler that could.
It's a mixed ore. There's stone on the coal line now.
Ooh, yeah.
Yep.
It'll be fine.
It's fine. It's fine.
Oh, that's it. The steam engines are done. That's it.
Oh, Cheese Lord has just assessed it because he should see all the red.
That's another enough 300 iron a minute.
Yeah. And you need something to bootstrap it, and Chisel Dice got the other way.
Still not fixed. And
Coyote's running a coal belt over.
But it's 300 iron or so a minute, probably more. Falling behind. There you go.
Okay, so now...
But there's no power to pick the inserts up because they're electric, not burner. So all of that, you still got to throw it in by hand.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's running by hand.
Yeah.
So, look at that stone. Yep. Get that stone up.
See, Doof's power plant's got different problems. It's still very popular with the biters. Look at them.
It is.
Yep.
It is.
By hand. He hit him with a pickaxe.
Yeah. Pickaxe is the way to go.
Oh, this is bad for Doof.
That's power. It's different problems, isn't it?
And they've expanded it out ahead of the turrets. So
Well, it's like the biters are going to remove the turret so they can...
Yeah. The biters are going to clean up
When they have to rebuild the whole thing.
Okay, so
that is a weird power plant now, isn't it?
Build or Die in the north has found the oil patch. Although his is worth a whole... North is worth... Oh, because south is not fully
south
explored.
didn't explore it.
Yeah. They saw some oil and saw that was good enough and we're going to run away. No,
Yeah.
Doof has been putting in pillboxes and they just need more of them.
Yeah.
That's the answer.
It's close. If they were to put one
more right where Lindemann is now.
Right, they'd be fine.
Yeah. Right, right there. That's it.
That's it. You keep watching the streams. We'll help. So Doof has got green science started.
And he's got the ingredients, which is probably more important because you can then use those ingredients.
And Coyote's just dumped down his next blueprint, which is short on space. Really short on space.
No, he's not. He controls the...
Yeah.
It's gone. Reroll.
Yeah.
Reroll.
That's it. Oh, it's going to have to go in front of the gun turrets. That's going to be... Oh, look.
Ultimate, where do I set up this type of match? Valak, can you grab the scenario download for Mr. Altwig? Cheers.
So yeah, Doof has green science running. It doesn't look like... So it's going to be shot on green circuits. Why are we shot on green circuits? Because the inserter's not flippy fast enough. More flippy inserters or...
Is that a technical term, is it?
Yeah. They go flippy faster. Or make them... Either more of them or make them go faster. It's just not enough copper cable to green circuits. Which is holding up his...
One yellow science. Is just not happening, is it? Ever.
Correct. It's either two or blues.
Or both. Or one of... No. Yeah, one blue, one yellow will work with no inserter stack bonus, I think.
Yeah.
2 blues is preferred, I think.
For 2 blues is overkill, but like whoever complained about overkill in Factorio.
But, well, 2 blues is better if you're not doing the stacked research, which is expensive.
Oh, bunch of biters coming in north.
That's still only small biters. So.
They have plenty of ammo. It's just the fact that biters are just walking around the walls.
Yep. They're not
Clever
pillbox
biters.
like Doof's. Doof's got the wall on the backside, so they can't walk around. But Cody doesn't.
And
yeah, I'll wander through on the speed run build. I set it up very similar to how they do the green circuits, but I'll replace kind of one of each of those of the blue, so that it's, and then leave the other one there. So a blue on copper, blue on iron, and a blue in between them, at least one, and that takes us through through blue inserters. During
that attack, Doof's copper ore belt has been cut, and you can't see it because it's all buried under biter corpse, but you can see the copper. There it goes. Someone fixed it. But yeah, they lost copper for a while. Should be okay though.
Yeah, I don't like the fact that corpses are the top Z layer, and they hide everything under them.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that should be fixed for stable. Maybe.
All those new destroyed items look good in the Friday Facts.
They do. They do. That's why we're doing a biter battles, right? To check out all the new remnants.
Yep.
Oh. Sweet. I just got invited to the TwitchCon San Diego 2019 partner party.
Oh.
Ooh.
Yeet.
Okay, I still haven't hit partner.
Right now.
And I don't ever think... I don't know. I don't think Twitch does anything in Australia. I think maybe they do one in Sydney or Melbourne once a year. Both require somewhere between a lot of travel and then a real lot of travel. One's like a 3-hour drive and the other one's only like 12-ish. It's like just the next state over, but it's like 12 hours away.
Well, the local shop is like an hour drive for you, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, sometimes.
Ooh, Doof's in trouble in his copper mine.
Yeah, gun turrets work better with ammo.
Just
run in, throw in the ammo in. There we go. And then run far away.
Yeah, because no one's about to run out of health.
19 hit points.
And that's not something good to run out of.
There's more biters come to...
Here comes the next wave as well. The biters are piling it on.
Yeah. Time to call for help.
Oh, they got him.
You're dead.
But look at this. The whole team is coming now. All 4 of the other team are on their down tools.
That's too much.
2 grenades, isn't it? 2 grenades to sort that out.
Oh, 1 grenade right in the middle of the gun turrets? Which they're almost dead.
They're dead anyway, aren't they?
Yeah.
If you don't throw the grenade, they're dead.
Yeah. So... Coyote is upgrading his labs. His labs are really pushing through. He's also got green science up and running. So he's pulled ahead of Doof. Doof has got all the prerequisites
still
down.
On pistols, aren't they? They're still on pistols. That's why they're struggling to kill these biters.
Oh, nobody's yelled out SMGs.
No, that's what they're all doing, a fighting retreat with pistol fighting.
No, Lyndon, I saw, had an SMG on his body, so...
Oh. Well, the 2 that were fighting retreat didn't. I guess they're the builders that have been called out of the base.
Huh? So Doof's green science has 1 poor assembler that was outputting, and then somebody's marked the inserter for decon.
Yep.
Mm.
I guess they're not wanting to do...
And the belt is backed up with input.
Yep.
Yeah.
Which they might as well, if they're not using it for green, scoop and use it to build more smelting. I can understand that. That'd be a valid tactic.
No, you've got belt right there. Pick up the belt, extend the belt out so you can buffer more. Pick up the inserters, build green science, get green science running. Because Cody's actually pulling ahead. Like, severely. They've both got about 200 red science, or around up to 400 red science buffered.
Evo's
700.
Evo's little.
Coyote's got 100 greens in a box.
Doof's got 700 reds. To Coyote's
Evo's,
400 reds.
Evos are even, and the red's a little lopsided still. There it is.
Oh,
Boom.
there we go. That made 5% difference.
Just imagine Coyote's going to reply with his green. Yep.
Yeah,
Retaliation
hopefully
strike.
red as well. 500.
Mm-hmm.
Boom, boom.
There you go. 113 green, 492 red. Back to evens. Evens again. Nearest, damn it.
Yep.
And the thing is, Doof has more production.
Yeah, he's just not applying it.
Yeah, he needs to get... Well, somebody's
That
twisted...
second iron smelter's just backed up through the smelters.
Yeah, well, Zelrun's accidentally twisted the red science belt, so now it's backed up, not even buffering. Green science literally needs the assemblers put down with the belt, with the inserters, which all the products are sitting on the belt, except for the assemblers.
Yeah, the good news about the backed up iron is that it's still cooking in the smelter, so it's still stacking. It's not like we're still turning ore into plate. It's just not on a belt anywhere. So that's not the end of the world. He's not wasting a ton of time. He could still run and grab a bunch of iron out of these smelters and throw it in machines if we needed to.
And Cody's got the speed run buffer at the end of his smelters, but
yeah, I saw that.
It's blueprinted but not built, so copper's backed up and doing nothing.
And if you look at the last 8 smelters on that same copper line, that is stopped. So that does need to get pulled out. If there's no fire in the furnace, that means it is literally backed up and it's not cooking anymore.
Oh, it's not the last 8. It's like the whole top row. The whole top row is backed up.
Right.
It's
it's all backed up now.
But it's one of those things. I don't understand why. I don't understand why speedrunners. I don't understand why you would build it like that, because each internal smelter has a buffer of 100, which is a lot.
So my chat asked, who do you think will win? If we were asked to call it.
No, man. we know better than to do that, because
hang on.
JD said,
Build or Die has come back and he's in the base.
Okay.
So that means they've decided they want the extra team player in the base, even though it's as useless as Build or Die is at building, because he's better at dying and killing. So, good question.
Well, it's like JD said, every time we'll see, Doof's going to get this, or Coyote's not going to be able to keep up, and then somehow he's freaking still in it, So we shouldn't underestimate the unloyal hoes. And there's a dude in Coyote's chat named Genital Spanking, which apparently meets Twitch's TOS, I guess. It's fine.
Either that or hasn't been reported yet. There's always one or the other. Why are we... So Doof has intentionally stopped red science from buffering.
Yeah.
Does that force... So that forces the iron off to make ammo. Which can't output because it's missing the inserters.
And then the iron continues to grenades, which isn't built yet.
Yeah, but it's boosted by another 3 iron belts.
It's just the leftovers by the looks of it, isn't it?
It is. And it's a smart build, but red science you can buffer the crap out of and actually use currently. I don't get that decision.
No. They're not... Doof's not that far from military. I mean, he's got the iron for the grenades. He's got the wall is effectively done. You just got to run the bit of the wall. The copper is there and available. It's all coming together. Everything's ready to go, pretty much. Just a belt of coal from wherever that's coming from.
He is short a lot of blue inserters. Okay. That's really the thing. There's blue inserters all throughout these builds that should be here that aren't. That needs also short power.
Yeah. But I'd say the military build is a lot closer than it would seem, because it's not so much the build itself, it's smelting, mining, and all, but that's all there. It's just It's just the build needs putting together. Whereas Doof on the Coyote on the other hand has still got all the smelting to build and then the mining for it.
Yeah.
But they've got assemblers.
But then hang on.
Much better.
Originally, like, Coyote had iron and copper around the wrong way, had to swap them, which cost him so much time, and then here we are, however much longer later, and they're evenly matched.
They're 0.6
Yeah.
Yep.
Evo apart and 100 threat, which is like, what, 20 biters?
Yeah.
Just depends on which biters pick their way through the trees quicker.
Yeah. Like, I do admit South has more pillboxes out, and they're proper pillboxes.
And building more.
Coyote's got these wrapped walls around gun turrets, which work, providing the biters die before they go around.
What's up, old twig? How you doing? See him in Will's chat.
In it.
And Doof's Doof, Coyote's doing the exact same thing. We've got gears going to belts with one poor yellow flipper that's working as hard as it flipping can.
Do you know what would be an interesting... I don't know if it would cost too much in UPS, but you know, like a turret records kills and a machine records how many items it's crafted. Interesting to see how many items...
Item what?
So, you know, an assembler will tell you how many items it's produced. This one's done. But an inserter counts how many items it's...
Items flipping? No.
I did. Yeah, how many flippants it's done.
No. Way too UPS expensive. Inserters need every bit of optimization they can get and then some.
Well, they're fixing that, aren't they? With it was in their radical ideas that up the entire community.
No, I don't think there was anything in there for inserters, was there?
I thought there was to tidy them up, as they placed. It was also fixed the way that they reach and miss, because that's very UPS.
Oh,
Graphical.
yeah. They were
going to tidy all that up and make it all, and then the insert would never miss, but it wouldn't look quite right. And I'm like, I don't care if it doesn't look right. Give me that UPS, damn it.
Yeah,
insert as the top of the list.
They were going to remove the way inserters interacted from the graphical from the actual code base. So the graphic was just a graphic. It had no indication of what the inserter was actually doing. And it just became a teleport from belt to assembler.
Correct.
Yeah. I forgot
So...
about that.
What I put in the chat is that we're about to have a medium biters will start to spawn once we cross 20. So Coyote has just crossed there. Doof is 0.4 away, but there's a chart in Will's chat. You guys open that up, just a little picture that shows biters on the top and spitters on the south.
I think it's exclamation BB points.
Yeah, BB points somewhere around 25 evolution. You get the medium spitter, or you get the small spitters, and then spitters change the game because now you have the fodder that runs forward to engage the guns, and the spitters can start to shoot over those, and then turrets. Really, what they need is you need to upgrade to piercing ammo, so that you deal with those front runners really quick. You need to have multiples too.
Nightbot's broken.
Yep.
Yeah, mine was BB points in there somewhere, and then lists off a bunch of stuff as well. I think West set it up for me.
I thought I stole it, but evidently not. Or Nightbot's just having the night off.
Yeah, Nightbot does that regularly. So, yeah.
You see Coyote's getting more iron ore. Seen that in over on the left.
He went far left to get it.
Hey, turn.
Which now means it's got to be threaded across the base and then underground multiple times. And there is already an iron belt right there that Coyote's just sliced off the existing miners. Like, I've done it, boys. What took you so long? Yeah.
Yeah. And all the drills are still not running. And you could technically get a couple more drills on that, right where Coyote's standing, but probably too much work to do it now.
Yeah, too much work to do it now.
You could have got another 4 at the bottom and 2 at the top. Then, well, there's a whole bit on the right, isn't there? That's still not even built yet.
Okay, so
Doof says, "Go get that iron." They've
Yeah,
already got it.
they've tapped out.
Build or
what they
die
have.
Build or die has now encountered the first medium biters. Way north, way north.
If they've not already, now is the time definitely for machine gun and some armor and a couple of pocket grenades.
Oh,
Yeah.
Build or die is shotgunning. Check him out.
Oh, he's got his shotgun out.
And then he on his
He's
heels.
killed some nests.
Oh.
And he's got his grenades.
On his heels, he's got grenades.
Heavy armor is that? But stand still,
Yes.
damn it! I want to look at you.
He's got to have some armor, and he's got grenades and
I
shotgun.
don't know. When he dies, that's when we'll check out his corpse. And the rate he's going, that could be really soon.
Worm on it.
No, he
Back
stands
into a
still
worm.
and then drops a grenade at his feet. Normally, you run backward and throw it out in front of him. Like,
No. That's too much work.
He stands there pulls the pin out. It's like, you kill me, you all die too.
Yeah.
You eat me, I drop this. We all die.
yeah, it's
Dude's getting his
taking out
military
those
science build.
spawners.
Red ammo is automated and running.
It's taking out those spawners, which then spawn heaps and heaps of biters, which gets really dangerous.
Well, that's a good tactic. It's an even better tactic, the grenade at the feet, now that armor does not have any durability, right?
Mhm.
Because
It is, but still
Now-
costs hit points, and then you're going straight back
It
into
does.
combat.
If you've got fish, though.
oh, dude, he's got fish.
Oh,
like
look,
crazy.
there's probably no fish on the north side of the river. Let's be honest, it's build or die here. Every lake's going to be empty.
Overfishing. There needs to be from a sustainable source.
So,
Yeah, I was a king of getting my power armor Mark IIs, going through several of those because I would try and test it in front of a rail. But because that durability would go away pretty quick. But I was pleased when they removed that durability rating. I thought, oh, okay, well,
Yeah.
Well-
that means the armor is mine forever.
Yeah, and funnily enough, they did that after we did a map where we had trains that if you met the train, the power armor didn't survive a second round. The train was
Right.
big enough to take out you and the power armor completely, which also happens to destroy everything in the power armor.
Yep. Yes. Yeah. All of your fusion reactors
Yeah.
and all that.
Yeah.
So he's got
But-
30 fish. I just looked at his totals. Yeah, 39, 44 fish, build or die. So he's in good shape for a while.
Well, there was a time in Factorio, back in the olden days,
Tell us about that, Grandpa.
that if you died, body corpse wasn't a thing. If you died, you spawned back a thing with a new body.
Yeah,
And there was no
I
corpse. So
remember
if
that.
you
I
had
remember that.
a power armor
Was that
and then you
14
died,
or 13?
it was added in. Was the corpse added in 15? One of
Yeah, I
the
think
little
corpses.
add-on things.
Oh, I'm not sure if corpses are added in 14 or 15.
Chat to Google. When was corpses added? I'm sure it was beginning of 15.
I don't know. I think I joined at the end of 13, start of 14, and I seem to remember they were always there.
Yeah, that was a. It
So
was.
it might have been
took a bit of
13,
getting used to, because it
So-
would be like
15. 15 is when you died in a single player, you had the multiplayer effect. So you'd actually be able to respawn back at base. 14, your only choice was to load or host a local game as a multiplayer game, and therefore you'd have that respawn rather than loading
in single
autosave.
player. If you died, that was it. Failure message, wasn't it? Load autosave.
Yeah, so that was 14. In 15, you got to like respawn back at base.
Yeah.
They added the same as they had for multiplayer, which is great because it meant all my single player games I played in 14. In a multiplayer by myself, I now play single player because I could respawn.
Yeah. But that would mean
So-
that in your speed run, you wouldn't. If you died, that would be end of run.
Ooh, tragic.
So Stolen Muppets asked a question, says, hey, has anyone researched damage bonuses or shooting speed? And it doesn't look like it. It looks like
This-
they've done stronger explosives, but Zelrun has just queued up
Just queued it up. Yeah.
Yeah,
shooting speed 1 and projectile damage 1.
which is late.
That's very late. You should have those red onlys done to get green automated.
Yeah.
that's pretty. Yeah, those are pretty easy to do pretty quick.
Yeah, all red only should be done by the time you've got greens. Likewise, green should be done before you get military, so on and so forth. Because it's usually the player that's the bottleneck,
Right.
not the labs.
Yeah, even in multiplayer, it's always the player's the bottleneck every single time.
Yeah, especially waiting for blue. You have all your red, green, and military done, and you're still working on blue because there's such a gap.
Well, Doof's down at the moment trying to put down the assemblers to make the military packs. Yet the assemblers to make grenades don't exist yet, and I don't see it.
And they don't have their coal. It's meant to come in from the left, but it only exists in spirit. So I'm building it now.
Yep.
And they're just gonna hook it on. That'll be all right. Yeah, it's on its way.
If you're in these battles
behind him, Doof's following up, getting rid of it. And Zell comes down.
Nope.
What are you doing? I just built that.
Nope.
Then Zell goes, but it's in the blueprint. No, I don't want that now. But it was in the blueprint. No, I changed my mind.
I'm guessing Doof can. Well, in theory, you could probably pull the coal line off the stone smelter.
Yeah, that's what I used to do when military was when I would speedrun much worse than I do today, and military was still a prereq of the rocket. I would pull the grenade maker's coal. I would pull off of an existing smelting line because it wasn't that much. It's like a one piece of coal per, right?
Yeah. We do that in our normal non-speed runny type maps.
Yeah.
Fire battles, it has a battle of coal of its own because
you want
it's engineered to.
Yeah.
But that's ridiculous for normal play.
50, 100, 200. So I got 300 smelters. What can you run on a yellow belt? I think a yellow belt will run 400 smelters. So yeah, they've still got some coal left. I don't know whether it's enough to run this, but I'll be hooking up something.
Doof seems a bit low on iron plate now. It's spread thin across the board.
Yeah, he's put in splitters, and rather than using them to load balance and force to fill up belts, he's just got them existing.
In a biter-laden map like this one, whether it's biter battles or whether you're just playing by yourself and you know you're gonna encounter biters, not any percent, then those easy red. This is one of the things. Those easy red upgrades, shooting speed and damage projectile speed for reds and red screens, well worth their return on investment in saved ammo. Right.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Just a ton of ammo you get saved if you can kill. You can do way more damage per shot to biters. So that's another reason. It's not just that it was late. No, we need to do it. It's like you start out, and if you're engaged in biters early, you are literally wasting ammo by not doing those early upgrades. So the earlier you can do them, the better.
Yeah,
it looks like he's burned. Looks like they've burned through them now, so those would have gone super quick.
Yeah, it's even worse if, like Doof's had, where you run out of ammo because you've burned through it, and then you lose the gun turrets.
Yep.
And if you'd have had the higher damage, that amount of ammo may well have killed all the biters.
Right.
And then you wouldn't have needed to replace the turrets.
That gun turrets are so expensive. It's what, 20 iron and 10 gears? With the copper on
and
top.
Some copper, yeah.
Yep.
They're just so expensive. They take so long to craft.
Yeah, it's a pain. And now they take longer to pick up. So as of version 17, the turret creep got a little less feasible.
I don't generally pick up gun turrets. I just generally leave them.
Well, in the default settings and speedrun is you run out there and then you trigger the biters, and on your heels you drop down the turrets and throw some ammo in them, and then you run back to pick them up and put them down. And I think they put in some delay in the pickup of them now, so that even with the steel axe, it's significantly slower than it was. Someone correct me on that, but I think that was one of the changes that came into 17, is that gun turret pickup was added to prevent or to kind of discourage turret creep in that regard, just to run and shoot.
But it didn't
one
work.
person.
Let's be honest, it didn't work.
It still kind of happens, right? So
turrets are just OP. That's what it really comes down to.
That's just silo defense.
Silo defense. Here comes all the biters turned away. You see that?
Yeah,
yeah,
they sniffed Zelron. Yeah.
There you go. So they're going to sacrifice a gun turret right there, and Zelron's down, and they hear that. Oh, the biters
straight back to.
They're looking to where they're trying to go.
Mm-hmm. The guns are down, but
that gun turret has 1 ammo, and that one has 2 ammo. It'll be fine. No, it's got 0 and 0.
Yeah, turrets look at each other. All right, you take the 100 on the left. I'll take the 100 on the right. What about the 100 in the middle? Crap.
All right. So that tells them right there that they do have now an opening. So look at the whole due east of their base. Mm-hmm. And I think Elroris is, Lindemann's on the case, or was.
They might as well use that water. If they seal it off
if they just, that little bit of coal.
The iron mine as well. Yeah, just include that coal.
Yeah.
And
just
then,
there's somewhere done.
Perfect.
Perfect, Lindemann. Yeah, look, and they got room to place a blueprint right behind him. So there's engines, and I think...
Yeah, it's going to be blue, isn't it? Green circuits.
Yes.
Red circuit.
Yeah, it'll be blue.
Engines, oil, sulfur. Yep.
So, before anybody starts building that, finish what you've already got.
Mm-hmm.
You've got some of your inserters upgraded. Like, do the rounds, make sure everything's done. Buffer all the packs. Find all the iron and tap all the iron. Because Coyote, who was behind, is once again, his military's done.
Yep.
It's done. It's set up. It's pumping out red ammo. It's done.
Never underestimate an unloyal hoe.
No.
Yep, there goes the grenades. That's the last ingredient. That's it. So how are you going to get to oil? Build or die? It looks like he's already cleared a bit of a path towards that oil. It looks...
Really, he needs power.
Than it was.
He needs power, he needs a pump jack, and he needs about 10 flamethrowers. And if he can get them down in the right order, he'll be fine.
There's water up there he could use.
No, power to run.
Yeah, but if he wanted to... Yeah, so he's got water there that he could make a little power plant up there.
I just run a power pole. Right from base. Just be done with it. But yeah, North is going to have a lot better chance at oil because they're actually clearing stuff out.
Yeah.
South needs to...
If you zoom out, you can see the difference. There's a lot less dots between the oil and the base along that route than there is on the other side. Yeah. There's only, 2 dots red that Builder Die hasn't cleared. 2 worms between the lakes. There's a good 12 red dots in...
So check out the west side iron for Coyote. That is a lot of miners that's going into one single belt.
Yeah, you could run a second off that.
So
and then that belt goes into... You see where that goes?
Into the other iron.
Into the other belt.
They've got
a highly pressurized belt.
Yeah, they got a lot more capacity than they they're using right now. So.
30 miners per yellow belt.
Yes, 30 per, right? So, and without I guess we can't do blue, or we can't do a deconstruct planner to count.
No, you can't.
It's just my way to do it. 1, 2, 3, 8, 17.
There's not that many more than 30 there.
There's 30. So on the west side, there's probably close to 60 else.
Oh, but the west side's well and truly overdone. but that center iron has about 30 on it, 30 and a few spares. Like, it does have the 3 that are there, really, really hard outputting. Well, the 2 and the ghosted one that are outputting onto a belt that goes nowhere. It's an important belt.
So it's camouflaged because you think it's adding, but it's really not. I mean, that may not draw your eye, right?
So Doof's getting the next smelting block up and running to start doing blue science.
So
their military is still not running at full speed. And they must be... No, so they're not got any research queued up currently.
So the one turret that is getting action in Coyote's base looks like it needs more friends near it, because they all keep channeling on the right side of that river, on the east side of that lake, and going straight south, and it channels into that leftmost turret. I would mark it if I could, but it's the leftmost turret next to Coyote right now, in that little chain of 5.
It's the ones without ammo, and the sad thing is the ones below that, if they just moved up slightly, they could help.
Yeah, right. That's why those 2 have 0 ammo and the others have 20 apiece, right? But here's the good news: is referee's about to move it all up, which is good. And you should probably move up those 3 as well, to your point.
Doof has started going up to red ammo in his gun turrets, which is expensive.
Colonel Will says, "Be right back." All right. Let's see how many different ways we can break Twitch terms of service since we're on Will's stream.
Oh, lots. And we missed build or die dying like a scrub, did we? Killed by a medium biter. Yep. Did he recover his corpse? I'm gonna guess yes.
Yeah, he's got a shotgun back.
Doof's trying to get his...
Cool, I'm stoked for that partner-only party, man. I've never been to TwitchCon. It's my first one.
I thought you'd been to TwitchCon before.
No, I got partnered right after TwitchCon last year, so November 1st.
Okay.
Everybody was pretty much getting home from TwitchCon, and then they gave it to me, and then I got partners. But so this is my first one.
First one going to the partner only party, and then he can say, "I've been there, done that, and it wasn't worth my time," right?
Hang on, I'm gonna mute this again. There you go.
So, Doof is searching for iron. Okay. He must be trying to get this second...
Rack arcs, that's a great question. We think about that all the time, about stream sniping and all of that. It may or may not happen, but it would be very difficult to do, because now not only listen to me do what they would also have to listen to their own team. And it's probably more valuable for them to listen to their own team. And listen to instruction.
We can add a delay.
Right.
But when we're pointing out things that we're calling on the shoutcast, they're 9 times out of 10 things that have gone unnoticed for a while. Like Coyote's iron belt, that iron ore belt with the 2 real miners and the working hard ghost miner that go nowhere. Like that's been there for 20 minutes, half an hour. It hasn't been fixed.
Yeah.
So, same with the blue inserters for the green circuits. That was called out ages ago, and it...
Well, the yellow inserter pulling belt out for Doof's thing is still the same problem.
Yeah, it's still there. It still hasn't been fixed. Eloris is right there. Could have upgraded some of those inserters to blue.
Doof was 2 tiles from it, as I said it.
Yeah,
but so
the other thing is that I just say by and large, I've been member of several communities, Terraria, Arc, and Factorio. Factorio generally has a more mature community base than say other games. So there's a lot more apt to have sort of some sort of gentleman's agreement and in these sorts of things.
Well, they have a gentleman's agreement, no stream sniping. Whether it exists or not and actually falls into reality, who knows? But they did
And it's probably about even anyway. If both teams did it, we'd pick out stuff on both sides. So.
Yeah.
Like Doof has
give an advantage of
started setting up priority splitters finally on his iron ore, which has done a lot better to compress the belts.
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell you what a super advantage is for stream and sniping, and an example of that is, which I should do, is the Steel Axe team generally has a member of the second member of a Steel Axe team in chat, in voice, while they're speedrunning.
To read chat?
And to notice stuff that goes on. Yes, that's a serious, great advantage, and you should do it if you can. If you can have someone looking over your shoulder, watching your builds and noticing things, it's just an advantage to have chat there more so than it is not. So that's
it's like 100 pair of eyes, isn't it?
Yeah, it's 100 pair of eyes, and even better, someone in voice watching over your shoulder. But I mean, you're kind of enlisting them for 3 hours, right? Saying, okay, you're doing nothing. You're watching me for 3 hours doing.
Michael,
not working on, not even playing your game.
You can. Fighter Battles is something you can set up yourself. If you look at Factorio public servers, you'll see that there's the Comfy servers run Fighter Battles. There's also this webpage that I've just found out about today, which will let you sign up for a team. I don't know whether you can go there to access Comfy's. Well, you can get on their Discord at least. Which would be a good start. And Comfy make the scenario and therefore update the scenario. So that'll get you started at least. I don't have the links on me to get directly to Comfy and to the Biter Battles scenario code, but it is something you can set up and just play with you and your friends. But honestly, just join the public maps. The public maps are fairly intense at times.
Yeah, I mean, I think there was a public game that lasted like 12 hours.
Yeah.
And ended with completely different players to it started with.
Yeah,
they ended up launching satellites at each other.
Yeah, you can get on, you can play for 10 minutes or 5 hours. And I guess that's one of the joys of public service. This is why, like, I started playing Factorio on Explosive Gaming Service, and I didn't play single player for months. I just joined their multiplayer servers every single day, and I'd spend some days an hour, some days 10 hours. And, sometimes you'd log on and it'd be the same as it was when you logged off. Other times you'd log on and you'll be like, there was this thing I was building and it's just gone entirely. And there's a whole new base that wasn't here before. And
Me and Stu the other month joined the public biter battles. There was one guy versus 3 and he was struggling, and I felt bad for the one, so me and Stu jumped in on the one's team, so it brought it up to 3v3. And it started off as this is a lost cause, and then it ended up being this is pretty close, and then 3 hours later me and Stu, we were supposed to be doing whatever it was we were supposed to be doing, and it's now turned into an 8v8.
Yep.
Because more people had joined and it had escalated, pulled it right back, and it was becoming a stalemate. In the end, we had to leave because it was like, well, it should have ended. If we hadn't joined, it would have ended. Pretty soon.
And that's the thing with public servers, that as more people join, it tends to go up in the server ranking list because a lot of people sort by players.
Yeah.
And then more people join.
Yeah. It'd be interesting to know where this match is now if you sort by player.
10,
we can't do it because we're in game.
13. I could boot another copy of Factorio, but I'm not going to.
That's we'll allocate that to chat.
Yeah.
Include mods, include password, every game, put it per player. Where are we?
Top 10.
Probably top 3. Might be a comfy one. Comfy fish one is normally quite high up on the list.
Ben, no, they did not ask permission to use my YouTube video on their About page. But yes, I already saw that, Stinson. Thanks. So, oh, whoa.
Right next to they went. Look at what all they snuck in.
How did they even get in there?
Yeah, there was so many belts in the way.
Yeah. Wow.
And that's like a silo attack, and nobody's bothering.
It's a good job Cheese Lord happened to be there.
Cheese Lord happened to be there, right? Yeah,
He wasn't working. Reaction. I don't know where he was.
With one poor little gun turret that tried its best.
Yes, yeah. That was quite a heavy medium.
Yeah.
How did it get in? They got a wall in the north.
It came in around the left-hand side of the lake. And
right.
then above the gun turret.
West side of the lake and just hugged that lake super tight and then went straight south around those turrets.
Smart, creepy biters.
Look at Cheese Lord's going, they were here.
If I hadn't have been stood here, if I hadn't have come over... Oh, they need to fix that coal belt for the power plant.
Yep, no, it's fine. It's fine. It's a feature. It's a feature.
So the only other thing that I think is that they really need to do is get the wall production a little better. They get a lot of untapped stone. But actually they do have wall. It's just not placed, I guess. Yeah, they got. Never mind. They have a half line of wall going.
Yeah.
But it looks like it's stone limited. I think for 6 to 8 more miners on that one line. I think they could fill that belt up a little bit better.
Both of them need more stone for more walls.
Yeah. So look at the look at the number of miners there. It's not enough. So it's 20 only. So another 10 miners, they fill that belt up.
Well, Darnay says I just barely missed the start. If only I read Discord. I put it on Twitter. I put it on Discord.
I missed Doof Science 5 minutes ago. No, I saw Doof through.
Look at North. That's a big attack.
Yeah,
Darklight. If you would follow Clowntown on Twitter, you would have got my Twitter notification also.
I didn't do a Twitter notification. I post on YouTube. Like, why haven't you subbed already? Like, at least my subs are free. Anyway, so no, I saw the throw. I didn't realize how unbalanced it put things. And I have no
promo code Clowntown Epic Store. Let's see if we can out pimp each other.
Yes. How many sellout modes do?
Buy my book. Okay.
Hang on. You don't have a book.
How Factorio destroyed my life.
You don't have a book.
Sell out. Yeah.
I'm trying to think. Who is it that does have the book? Oh, my name. Brain's blank. Somebody has a book.
My Factorio guide.
Yeah. Epic Store.
Jack?
Jetty-plays. I've got an epic code. No.
Epic.
Yeah, Borderlands 3 is out. If you guys are getting Borderlands 3, make sure you enter JD minus, and then it'll autofill and enter in his promo code.
Yeah.
I got one too, but we'll promote JD's.
Well, yeah, that's a better competition. You have to promote each other.
Oh, yeah. Scarhoof, there we go. Thank you. Scarhoof actually has a book. Has nothing to do with Factorio, but he has a book.
Nice.
I could write a book. How Factorio destroyed my life. Which it sounds like it's going to be like real life and about video games and addiction and all that. Really, it's just a guide to Factorio.
I don't know, man. Madzuri, you might sell some more copies than you think. I mean, I knew about Madzuri probably before I knew about before I knew about Factorio speedrunning for sure. Like I wound up with this book, Belt Balancer book, and I said, "Oh, this is super cool. Who did this?" Oh well. Yeah.
I mean, about half of Matsui's book would be how it took the devs like 4 major versions to fix his.
Yeah. Some of the bug reports that he filed. So it looks like, I think, so check out Coyote Science. It looks like they're done with red green because nothing's really running anymore.
They're done with red green. They're literally waiting on military packs currently. They are making military packs. They are being slowed down, from looks of it, by grenades.
Yeah, which is coal.
Which is coal.
So
which is they're not mining enough coal. No, they're routing it all through one belt again.
Yeah, it's routed through one belt. It's also from the looks of it. Oh no, there's a little bit of leftover, but they're just out of coal patch.
They could get a few more. Well,
they could get another probably 4 or 5 in, and then filter out the stone, and then reverse some of the ones they've got. So they could probably get another half a belt, or quarter of a belt. Doof, on the other hand,
which would probably be the difference.
It probably would. Doof, on the other hand, has where he put his new blueprint, he tapped the new coal patch and was like, no, I'm going to use that. Unfortunately, it's got a bunch of mixed iron on there when it moves, but that's fine.
It's dealt with, isn't it?
That's
and it's Coyote split it in, so...
yes, it is. Okay, I missed that part.
So it's handled.
Doof's still short on walls and grenades.
They're both frantically building their blue stuff, but neither has moved.
Neither has
Builder Die is working on it indirectly.
Yeah, nobody has oil.
But Doof is probably Coyote is closer to it because Builder Die is securing the patch, which is obviously a lot of work.
Yeah, and that's the thing.
So,
you can.
Two things just happened.
Yep.
Is Coyote redid some science, so they were not done with red green because now it's all running, and I think the messages just showed that he doubled back on inserter capacity and some other
waiting for military
steel stuff for waiting on military. It's not a bad idea. Second thing is do the Evo check. So the unloyal hosts have crossed 30.
Yeah.
So I just put the link in chat, and Doof has not crossed into spitters yet, but Coyote has. So 25 is the magic number for spitters. So if you look out there at Build or Die, he's dodging spitters.
But look at that threat, because he is dodging spitters.
Right.
They're minus 600 threat, lowest we've seen.
And then third point, the great Mojo is awake.
Morning,
is he
Mojo.
Pre-coffee or post-coffee?
It's got to be pre-coffee.
Mid-coffee.
Everybody asked me. They said, "What does Mojo sound like when he's tired?" And I said, "Well, man, have I got a surprise for you?"
Listen to last night's Friday Facts. That's my answer, because that was like 10:30 p.m. or something.
Did you get a coherent sentence out of it?
Yes.
I've heard him when he's tired, and and I was awake because we were met up for something, and I was up early and he was up late or something. So normally I'm the one that's late at night. I'm tired. He's just woke up.
Yeah.
So he's fresh. I'm tired, but we're the other way around. Oh, this is weird. Mojo's not making sense.
Yeah. Oh, Coyote's resorted to red belt. Just a little little strip of red belt around his coal, rather than rerouting it.
Yeah.
I guess so.
Unfortunately, that doesn't help though because it goes into a
yellow splitter. Yeah, I see that.
Yeah. Red belt makes it faster. Damn it.
Yeah, it gets her from A to B faster. It doesn't.
Yeah, look at it squashing up there at the top of that belt.
Technically, it's working. It's working.
Yeah, technically.
Because they've doubled.
Because
it's really just.
Because the other. It's kind of helping. It is.
So Coyote's throwing against South. It's still really even. Doof is slightly ahead currently. But then Doof's not. Last I looked, wasn't. They're only buffering military. And that's capped. Who capped the box? Whoever capped the box?
Find him and burn him at the stake.
Yeah, Boon Master. The threat gain is determined by the Evo level.
Ooh.
And the Evo level is determined by the amount of science thrown.
Is this
but also
point out
a science a science throw doesn't just bump the Evo level. A science throw also gives you some instant threat, just some one-time bump of threat as well.
Is this
And then adds to the incoming threat over time.
Yep.
Yeah,
But killing biters reduces threat, which is why you'll see unoil hose in a minus because they've killed more than they've earned.
Right.
Because builder dies are actively attacking them.
And Doof has stone on his coal line and doesn't realise it. It's going to come back and haunt him eventually.
Maybe not now, maybe not later, but at some point.
And
Yep, I see the miner. Yeah, it's due west of their rocket silo, and it is.
And there's
934 stone. Yep.
Yeah, their second
Dude's
coal
got
patch.
flame turret.
Oh, but he's got nothing to run in it, so it doesn't matter.
They're going to use water. It's going to be a water cannon.
Well, maybe they picked up barrels Sam's North team, and
Maybe, yeah.
like flamers don't use a lot of liquid, so you could run a flamer for quite.
You could do it on barrel, couldn't you? Into a flamer turret.
But Doof's whole military build is being held up by coal for grenades, and he has that whole second coal on the right hand side that's backed up and doing nothing.
Mm-hmm.
And it just needs to be tapped out and dragged across the map, basically, to get coal running faster. Doof just threw 400 packs, which is all that was in the box, because the box is capped and didn't clear the belt.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he's running the labs at full speed, so there's that, but...
Yeah, that coal belt for Doof's not as much work as it looks. Run it off baby steel build.
Yeah, off
run
the
it
steel
along
build,
the
just
copper,
run
under the oil,
and
then link up with the bottom of the power plant, hook into the main power plant, join up with that one. It's, maybe 150 belt, couple of undergrounds, one splitter.
Yeah.
There's a box with 300 belt just sitting there. Do you see it? Just above Doof's oil build. There's 300 belt in a box.
No.
Yep.
Oh, there is.
What's that doing there? Let's use that.
There. Doof put there. He obviously ran out of inventory space, and here's some belt to build this, guys. I don't know what they're actually running around building. Okay, Doof's now taking steel from that steel build. Why are you taking steel halfway across the map? Oh, to make flamethrowers.
Should run it behind those turrets, maybe.
Wait, you can put water in the flame turrets? No, but that would be cool, wouldn't it? If you could run flame turrets off water and make it a water cannon.
Yeah.
All it does is effectively like
pushback
effect.
Pushback.
Yeah. And that's all it does. Doesn't hurt them. It just pushes them back.
Chat, submit a feature request.
That does sound funny. Like,
It's
desperate measures, desperate times, but it would do.
Yep. There's a couple of YZ, answer your question. There is a couple of oil patches, but they are a long way out.
Yeah.
There's only one practical one, really.
Build or Die's cleared off some of one of them.
Yeah. And for those not new to this, the maps are mirrored but reversed. So Coyote's on the top. His top left is Doof's on the bottom right. So that oil patch down here is the same as Coyote's oil patch up there. It's just mirror imaged. But then they have the other one. I don't think Coyote's actually found the second one. There is another one. It's over here in Doof's bottom right. So that would be Coyote's left over here somewhere. But he hasn't explored it.
And it looks
Doof says get the coal from down there.
Really?
No, Sauron says get the coal from all the way down there.
Yeah, it's just him not knowing that the other coal's sitting there doing nothing.
Nothing, because he's in charge of the left.
Yeah, and
they still need more coal. Doof's got a little bit of coal there by his iron ore. I even got drills. Like you could get like 6 drills on that. Combine that up, you'd probably have a whole belt.
You'd have half a belt, which is really probably all you need.
Yeah, because what's the power plant spitting out? Maybe a quarter of a belt?
Yeah, roughly.
So, yeah, you'd have a good...
And I don't think... Like, the stage they're at, power probably only needs one more expansion, and then it'll be done. Which is a little bit surprising that they're running everything off one power plant. Because I remember for our builds, we need like 3 power plants.
Yeah. Looking at Doof's coal, you could actually get like 6 more drills on the original. Bring those up to full strength belts. because there's ore left without a drill.
Yeah, you get 1, 2 mix.
3, 4, 5, 6. If you'd have to move the iron ore belts, you can get 2 very easily on the left.
Yeah, you get 1 down the bottom, which would be mixed in with stone, but as long as they filter out their stone, which they're still not doing, that's going to port them somewhere.
The older die is out of grenades, and he's been. Oh my goodness, that's taken him forever.
Well,
but he has dragged this one group of biters. Got to be like a half kilo.
I wish you killed those 2 worms. They're annoying me. There you go. And the other one, please. You've cleared a whole area, but that's better.
Now is when he finds. Here's where he finds the PLDs in the scrap.
Oh, can you imagine?
Yeah, and then no armor to put them in. Armor to put them in.
Well, he finds one of them as well.
That's where he finds one. It's over. It's game over, boys. Here we go.
Okay, so Doof's taking steel all the way around the map to feed in. He's now making flamers even faster. But he's got
so the danger. Just to recap the listeners here, the danger of what I guess both Coyote and Doof are doing is the wall that extends. It kind of traps you in and makes you less mobile. If you just leave it as pillboxes and covers and do zone coverage, whether it's real or not, you feel more mobile and that like you can expand the walls a bit. Otherwise, you'll end up trapping yourself in and making build decisions based on real estate limitations that aren't there.
So
Doof says get the distant oil.
Go for the fire oil, which is probably the smart move because it's safer.
It's only worms, and the other one is direct bite and nest. You have to fight,
right?
But it's more distance. I don't know what's better. It's a lot of distance.
Whichever one you can hold is always the better one.
Yeah. So one of the things that Will does in his matches is really good is he really never puts up extended wall. It's always just wall that surrounds the pillboxes. It's almost never boxing anybody in or keeping other things out. So.
I think we've done it once against the comfy, the mass pool.
Yeah.
We ended up we joined all our pillboxes up. Because we only had like 3 people left that could actually. So it was just a case of we can't mobilize anybody to fill any gap.
You hit the UPS limit.
Yeah,
Zelrun is dealing with biters and spawners. Nowhere near oil. I'm not sure why.
Wormfist, thank you very much for that sub, Colonel Will. Sub Timber. Exclamation point sub Timber in Will's chat. It should tell you that half price subs are on until September 24th, but it doesn't.
Well, everybody else is already doing it. I didn't feel the need to repeat myself. Everybody's got September in their title. I'll be unique.
No, I haven't. So gift subs are unchanged, but resubs and first timers are $250 for the month. But the good news is the streamer still gets the full commish.
Yep. And it's if you convert a gifted sub, I think, isn't it? If you carry on a sub that was gifted to you.
Yeah. Your resub is half price.
Yeah.
So thank you very much, Wormfist, for supporting my buddy Will.
28 months. The race is on for 30. There's 8 guys in the running, and they all subbed on day 1. So on the 17th of each month, it's a race to who can get into the stream first to get their resub in. So who was it? It was I think it was Menu last on this month. There's about 9 guys that are all on 29 months. So on the 17th, the stream on the 17th, there's going to be a race to 30. And it's usually someone will be in like 12 minutes into the stream, they sub with their 29, and like, am I first? It's like, no, sorry. Scarpy's got here 6 minutes before you. It's like, damn it, I got here as fast as I could.
Okay, Build or Die and Tradia are having a small
double teaming on these biters. So here's what's going on. Okay, so the threat is up past 44.
Yeah, because
almost 45.
Finally uncapped that military box and threw 700 military packs, which is a shot to the face.
That's a bit. Okay, so check out those turrets now. They're now getting hit. So I just put the little graphic in Will's chat. So look at the evolution. You don't get big biters until 50, but look at there. Medium spitters are now being pumped out of the nests. So the medium spitters will
So
burn
we're
down
at
turrets very quickly.
44 and a half.
So if it's getting to a point where if you don't have
So
a
you're at
bunch of turrets with piercing ammo that are amped up that can drill that front line, those medium spitters are going to burn down those turrets. So you either need that, or you need to convert to flame turrets or lasers, because medium spitters are a cut above, and it's now going to get serious for Coyote. That's why those first 2 or 3 were there, and if Coyote and Biter hadn't been there, like what we're seeing now. So run up there and look now. Look, the medium spitters are over the wall, and those turrets are getting trounced. We can't see because of the radar.
Oh, they're doing an all right job of getting those spitters.
Oh my God, they must have killed a bunch of them, or there might be a.
There's 6 turrets there, so they've upgraded that little section a little bit, but. We're now in that sort of danger zone where you're getting more medium biters than you are small biters. At the same time, that small spitter has started creeping up, and we're about to start hitting medium biters, medium spitters, which is
medium spitters. Yep.
Yeah,
and they're hitting again same place on that bit of wall. That section of wall is key, isn't it?
That's their favourite spot.
Boom.
Yeah.
Yep.
I've noticed that the biters, they always have a favourite spot. Sometimes top left, sometimes top right. This time it's dead centre. Because Doof has the same thing, doesn't it? Because that's his power plant where they keep hitting. Right, just to the left of that lake, or Coyote's right of that lake is their favourite spot.
So I don't.
And that's the one
there's
to
a first
really
medium spitter in the very, very back. There's a medium spitter. It's now.
Oh, there we go.
First medium spitter is there. All right, they grenaded him. That was good.
He ran straight in. The spitter didn't stop to shoot. He was running for something past it.
There was a player.
Yep.
There was a player. And Build or Die is...
But they lost that whole section of ammo.
Build or Die has light oil on him. He has crude on him. He has lube on him.
Coyote's top right. That looks bad.
He has heavy armor. He's got AP armor, shotgun shells.
148 piercing is the worst thing.
Oh, they're having to blow up their own blue science build because of the grenades.
Yep.
Look all that damage belt, Coyote's top right, the blue science. How do you feel about that, Clanton? Oh, no!
Somebody's got to fix it. Somebody's got to fix that belt. Look, leave those turrets alone. Fix that belt right now.
And hey, at least we get to see the destroyed belt guy. That does look good. Yeah. Where it's all shredded up.
Oh yeah,
and this comes back to those like we've got pretty remnants, but with all the ghosts on top, it sort of ruins things.
Oh, here we go. Another batch, same spot.
Oh.
But Builder dies over there. He's going to pull him away.
He's not throwing grenades.
He's got nothing. He's just died. He's got nothing.
Oh.
He's a naked bum.
He's dragging him across the... he's trying to drag him across the turrets.
Yeah.
Smartest thing to do,
UPS jumps.
But look at the spitters clean up those turrets. So this is what I'm talking about.
This is when things start getting really, really bad and things start falling apart.
If they don't fix this quick, the next wave is
less. Next wave's going to do some damage.
Well, they're attacking the left-hand side now.
Look at the top left-hand side, and there's no ammo.
Yeah,
those are all
they repaired it because it ran out of ammo on the last attack. Then they
But they're going to hit it again. The right-hand side. Now we're back to left-hand side.
Yeah, but now the time that now they got off because another wave's coming on the left, they're not going to fix the right. I think Cheeselord's trying. I wouldn't repair the wall. There's no point in packing a wall. Just
no, throw down new wall.
Yeah, but he was repairing walls.
Throw down another layer.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, more
gun turrets. Put down 3 turrets, but no ammo in them.
Yeah.
Oh,
grenade. Okay. Fish. Good grenade. Fish now. He's killed himself. No, he made it. He made it. He's out of ammo. He's got to be out of ammo.
So Coyote
we're just watching.
No.
Made power.
Jeez, Lord.
And is trying to tap that oil. So Coyote's going for the oil. He's left the rest of the base to sort itself out. Doof's
he's got-
team has
At
oil,
the oil.
has flamethrowers,
Mm-hmm.
has walls,
Got the pump jack.
has
Just the pipe to go then.
Half the build.
I suppose they
running.
could just barrel it, couldn't they?
They could
just barrel it and
but
run it.
There's no point.
Yep.
Just run a pipe.
But at least just to get it going, while you run the pipe, you could barrel
Yeah.
to at least get some flamers running at home. If somebody's working on the flamer pipeline at home, you could at least give them a few barrels and get them quicker while you run the pipeline.
So just send a little note to Cheese Lord, let him know he did well done.
MPV for Cheese Lord.
Yeah, he did great. Like he probably saved that line.
Mm-hmm.
In retrospect,
But it's coming again right
Yeah.
inside. Another wave. Nothing there.
Hey! There's lots of belts there. Lots of nice and
Yeah,
repaired
but they're
belts.
not iron ore belts.
No, they're repaired belts for Clowntown's sake.
oh goodness.
Oh, look at the state of that blue science belt. There's more damage.
Oh!
Oh no! There's more damaged belts than good belts.
Hey, it only
Yeah,
needs
is
one hit point
it
to work.
okay if they're all equally damaged? Is that
Yeah.
okay? Yeah.
Well, as long as it looks nice. Hey, Wormfist. So we are now. Let's see. We are 1 hour and 48 minutes in. Colonel Will and JD and I are all spectating and just kind of able to look back and forth between the teams and do a little bit of shoutcasting and kind of
Oh, Cody died.
make sure these
So,
these
and
teams
Cody
get
has
their
flamethrowers
recognition.
on him. He's got flamethrowers on him and a bunch of junk. Although 2.1k copper plate and 1.1k iron plate. Cody, you're a hog.
Colonel Will had to rejoin again. Streams up.
Biters are
Yeah, it seems
through.
okay. Just
Yeah,
my internet doesn't like Factorio sometimes.
biters are through the north. They're going into Cody's base. Cody, get the naked Cody. He's fresh. He's fresh. Oh,
Jeez, Lord, hit his boss with a grenade.
twice.
Guy's gonna go find his body
So
over there.
Doof's running the pipeline. He got 60% of his team working on it.
And Build or Die died somewhere out there.
Doof's pillbox is by his power plant, which is the same attacks as Coyote's getting. All 8 guns, all red ammo.
It's
Fighters get caught up on that water and the trees, and they just melt the biters
it's
one at a
holding
time.
well. The other side is having some issues sometimes. So the his right hand side of that lake,
Yeah, which is
Yeah.
Coyote's.
left.
Is it right? Yeah, which is
So Cody's not getting attacks on the left hand side of his lake, but Doof is. And yeah, Doof's running the pipes one way. Aloris is running the pipes the other way. We're gonna. There is no way.
it's like the
pipes are
Channel Tunnel all over again. Is it going to meet in the middle?
No, it's going to be off by an inch, right?
Yeah.
Or in the case of Factorio, probably like 20 tiles and 3 worms in the way.
I'm wondering if that worm is ready in the trees. Look, closer. You see that worm twitching? Ready,
Yeah.
fire! Get it!
Come into my range. I shall talk to you. I have a grenade to the face.
He lost his camouflage.
So Coyote's also got a pipe going to nowhere yet, but he's got the oil out there and it's powered.
He's got flamethrowers on him. I'd be like, no, I'm just going to put down 4 or 5 flamethrowers right here. Just aim them in any direction. Doesn't matter. That way, if biters
He
show
could
up,
aim
they're
them
taken
at the
care of.
biter nest, couldn't he?
Yeah.
And just
Okay,
farm.
look, he just
farm
gave
biters.
Builder Die. He just gave Builder Die a bunch of wall and said, "Go set this up around me while I'm doing."
Tow it too close to spawner. Oh, they can't.
Oh,
build up
that's new.
That's
yeah.
right.
It's the counter turret creep. You can't build a turret within whatever.
Yeah.
Chat will look in the code for me. How far away? I'm going to guess 50 tiles,
So,
70 tiles, something like that.
Doof,
Uh-oh. And they've triggered a thing.
It's to stop the biter threat farming.
Yeah.
So you can't build the turrets within the aggro. You have to have a player aggro the biters and then run back to the turrets to farm points. You can't just have, like a zoo.
Yeah, you gotta have a player. You gotta have to sacrifice player labor and player involvement to get it done.
But like they have access to flamers, and then now they're not using them.
And now they're going to lose their pump jacks if they're not careful.
Oh, yep.
No, shouldn't have aggravated them. Should have let them walk past and then aggroed them. Good one, Builder Die. It's all your fault.
You lost a pump jack.
I don't know. Those were bunching up. It looked like they might have been.
They'll want to pass because they don't care about pollution because pollution doesn't exist. So, Doof has 400 military science packs and the box is capped again. Coyote has some amount of green, I can't remember. Red capped 200 and his military is 0 because he's just not making military fast enough because he also has a grenade problem with a lack of coal problem.
Interesting, but both sides are coal limited.
Yeah.
Despite coal being probably the easiest, well, stone's easiest, but the second most plentiful resource there is coal because iron's needed for 100 different things. But coal is the limiting factor, not.
Oh, we've started. Doof's team started going out and hitting one of the mixed patches, and they're going to bring it back to base and then filter it in the base.
Why get that one when I get the one that's closer to him? Or get the one on the coastline? Because the fighter's never even walked past it, and it's got some good iron.
Yeah, I don't have an answer.
Yeah. Do they even need it?
More.
Look, Doof's main iron, is not fully running. They have more iron input.
Technically, they need the coal, but that's just because they haven't grabbed the coal from the right-hand side and shoved it to the left-hand side.
Yeah.
So we've got South has thrown 500, 200... No. Okay. Doof has thrown 500 military, and then North has thrown 500 green, 200 military, and only 80 red. And... yeah, so... Doof's at the point of having spitters and medium biters, and Cody's heading towards that 50%. And 50% is a horrible place to be.
Yeah. If Doof was to hit them now and try with everything they got and try and push that last 1.8%, steal it from the labs if you have to. Everything you got.
50% is when things start going downhill hard.
Yeah. And there'll be about, a 5-minute delay from when it actually crosses to when they see a big biter. But the sooner you can get that going.
Yep. All right, I'm going to do a quick break, see if I can get some stuff done now. Then I'll hopefully come back before the end.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is what happens. People say, I'll be back, and then it's all over. So, yeah, 50% is when big biters start off at like 45-ish from memory. But 50, they start getting a lot more common.
Yeah.
And same with large splitters. Large spitters also become a lot more common at that 50% range. So
Cheese Lord's about to make some friends. 2 waves have merged into one, and a third is on its way down.
Yeah, you're at grenades.
Following now.
Grenades, lots of grenades.
Grenades, and you better not run out of grenades.
And their pipeline, they've broken like I don't know how many times already.
That's gonna be a real pain to find.
It's the wrong spot to tap it in. I don't know why Cody ran it through that spot of the wall.
The hot spot, yeah.
Yeah.
I'd want to run it down and under the lake.
Exactly.
And then back up to become your flamer wall.
So, Doof has oil back. They have refineries running. They literally just need the assemblers.
Yep.
The assemblers
Sulfur's
and the
backing up.
inserters.
They're plastic, yeah. So,
and then
assemblers and half a dozen inserters.
25 flamers in a box. Where's the other box?
Do you need blue inserters to input into red circuits? My gut says no. Yellow would be fine. I know it's circuits and plastic. It's only, one of each per red circuit? Red circuit's like 6 seconds.
Doesn't matter, it's 6 seconds, and that's a level 2 assembler, so it's like 8 seconds?
8 seconds, yeah.
Plenty of time.
So that blueprint is incorrect, and definitely The wire pull out? Maybe, yeah, for the wire pull out.
The wire pull out, probably 2 blue inserters.
Yeah, because they got one in, one out. It'd be interesting to see if someone overrides it and looks at it and, nah, I don't need blue.
Well, it sort of gets to that point where, like, they've got yellows automated, so they're still handcrafting, are they? Yes.
Over here, yeah. I'd probably end up handcrafting it from the circuits that's floating around rather than walk all the way over there to get them. Because I'll do the belt or do the power poles while I wait for it to craft. But they're probably definitely crafting the assemblers. They need to put the blue belt output, but there's still the box of 200 belt now over here.
Something went wrong with the blueprint.
Yeah. Alois goofed. Yeah, he's fixing it. He goofed. Nope, he goofed again. No!
No, that's it. It's got a gap in it for some reason.
Why? Oh, that bugs my OCD, that does.
So I don't have OCD, so that's not an issue. It's just, why do you have a gap? Was it
a gap?
Oh! So, North team is being shot in the iron. Oh no, they've given up the iron. They're going straight for power.
But the iron ore belt's there. That's a defensive, impassable line. That.
Yeah, tell me about it. Go on, Cheese. Throw a grenade on his. Oh, you could have got a team kill with that grenade. Yeesh.
It's this stage that at an attack, if you don't have the guns in place to deal with it, or however you're dealing with it, it's very player intensive, and you end up putting out fires. Like, it took 2 of them, that's like 40% of their team to deal with that attack.
Oh, we've got broken pipes for south. No, broken flamethrowers. We're running the oil through the flamethrowers. That's dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
Zoran's got the right idea, running the flamethrowers on a separate line.
Mm-hmm. That means he's got to rebuild it all now. If they were going to do that, they probably should have just built it in the first place.
They've used undergrounds, and undergrounds are so expensive.
Yeah, it's not that just a straight line pipe. I mean, how often do you need to cross into every 10 turrets or something? Put an underground so you can.
No. Just put a straight pipe, and everybody carries like 5 undergrounds on you. If it gets in your way, underground it, walk through.
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, and then just don't and leave it.
Leave it underground permanently.
Yeah.
That way, it won't get in your way next time.
Coyote's iron's going to get hit again.
Yeah, Coyote's
yellow ammo turret is not going to cope.
No, not with spitters. Lots of spitters, medium spitters coming up the rear.
Yeah. It's not just the cost of the turrets, is it? I mean, turrets that never got fired. That's, 30 iron? And now the biters are through. I don't think anyone's noticed. Power.
Doof is producing blue science.
Yeah, I think this is
plastic, which is held up by lack of coal. Age-old problem, not enough coal.
This is new to me. I've been off Factorio for over a month. I was looking to see what they were doing with the light and the heavy oil. But of course they don't have that now.
Oh, oil. So Doof's oil build is missing 1 pipe in the middle. It's missing 1 petroleum pipe in the middle, and that's stopping his whole oil build from running. There we go. See, stream sniping for the win.
Mm-hmm.
So
that Coyote's oil build is old update, isn't it? Because he's got yellow and red.
Yeah,
pipes.
It hasn't been updated.
He's not updated that. Whereas Doof's, he's been playing around for blueprints.
Or it's ready for
advanced oil.
Yeah, it's ready for advanced oil because the water for sulfuric acid lines up with where the. No, hang on.
Yeah. But what do you need heavier light for in this? Blue for red engines for purple.
You don't need it till you get to the next science pack, and that's the catch. It's a smart build. It would be ready to go up to the next stage. But
yeah,
what's your chance of getting there?
And if this is a dedicated blue pop build, which so far they have been dedicated builds. Wouldn't your next one have another oil build that's ratioed for that science pack?
Well, this is definitely overproduction to just make sulfur to make blue. This is a bye-bye gun turret in... Oh, it got the kill. Okay. So
because
it's well and truly over the top to just make sulfur to just make blue science.
Whereas Doof's 5 refineries, pump a bit of petroleum out. That's all. That's much more.
I don't even think
specialized.
You need 5. 5 still seems overkill. Like 2.
Well, only 2 are running. The rest is all backed up with petroleum.
Yeah.
Because his plastic build isn't fast enough because
coal.
It's not fast enough. Is it coal? No, it's just not fast enough, is it?
The
plastic machine.
It's not fast enough as well.
Yeah, one machine isn't. But are all the reds running?
Possibly.
Top one's waiting for plastic. Still, he's got a hell of a lot more blue pots than he does.
Yeah.
Most of his blue machines are running, to be fair. Maybe it's exactly ratioed. Because all his blue pot machines are running.
Yeah, I'm willing to bet it's either very, very close, just under or just above.
Because his red circuits are backing up, you see on the blue. There was only one tile of belt backed up. Now there's about 3 tiles, so it's backing up. It's very precisely engineered. And
they've fed it into the labs so they can start doing blue research.
Yeah. Do you see that wall that Solomon's building?
No.
Turret, flamer, turret. Turret, flamer, turret. In the south, along their pipeline.
Yeah. Oh, okay. That little bit there. Yeah, that little bit there is definitely strong. That should keep the biters at bay.
Yeah, if they could do with flamers on the strong attack comes in through the trees. That would. That's the 2.
Look, flamethrowers are expensive, but oil is cheap. Like, have a second row of flamers behind the front row of flamers.
Doof's made some friends on the left.
Yeah, he's out trying to save this mixed ore patch that's doing nothing.
Nothing. Yeah, I wouldn't bother with it.
Well, they need to look at some sort of next patch, and their choices are that one, which is not a good choice. The
one on the river is already defended.
Yeah, the one on the river would be my answer. Yeah.
Yeah, it's already. You've done most of the work anyway. It's not going to get nuked because gentleman's agreement not to fire across the river. You could just run that flamer wall up, couldn't you? You could also, if you did it by that lake, you could patch.
Well, look, you go from where they've started building flamers straight north, and that's it. Just continue that wall, and you're done. And that'd hold off that corner. That'd get that mix patched. You've got plenty of room to filter it. Coyote's team had oil, but their power for their oil keeps getting blown up. Their pump jacks keep getting blown up. Their oil pipe runs through the worst possible entrance into their base.
They're still on yellow ammo turrets. As proven here, their copper patch is under attack.
Yeah, nothing's
just getting massacred.
Yeah.
2 turrets down, he's out of ammo.
So Doof is unfortunately got that military box capped again.
Yeah, I was just looking at that. They're still at 48.6%. Yeah, 400 pots. It's not boxing up any blue pots. Send it. Push them over 50% here. Probably clinch it.
Yeah.
Hit them with big biters before they get their oil built.
It's been no. It hasn't been uncapped. They just emptied it. Emptied it, thrown it. And that's at 50.
But now it's going to fill up even faster because it's putting blues in as well now.
It's at 50.7%. I would have scraped all the belts right there and then, run through the whole military
everything.
Belt, and just thrown the whole lot.
Get them over 50% as fast as when you get to 45. Throw it. Compromise your science. Stand out the build. Get it to 50.
So
Coyote's catching up, isn't he? There's only a 7% gap now, though. I'm sure 12.
Yeah, he's catching up, but he's never capped his chests. Where are they? So he's thrown a sort of... Oh, no, he's capped red. So he's thrown a lot more blue. A lot more green, rather.
We could do with a tally, couldn't we? Like on a tab that tells us how many reds each team's thrown, how many greens thrown.
Yeah, it doesn't really help because... Like, blues end up starting being, blues are worth a lot more than reds, and they have the diminishing returns.
But it'd just be curious to see. You could do almost a graph of, like how we got where the biters start and stop per percentage. You can make a graph of where the reds, started with reds, then transitioned to greens, but then the other team transitioned to greens later, that sort of thing.
Stintz is just asking what research is Doof doing, and no, he's actually not doing anything. So the labs are pre-buffered with blue.
There he goes.
Advanced
Advanced Electronics 2. That's what, blue circuits?
Blue circuits, yeah.
Nope, never mind. Nope.
Advanced oil processing.
How was with advanced oil? Then we're doing blue circuits.
See, that's probably not a bad idea. It's going to stretch your
blue
oil
circuits,
a lot further.
Yeah. But blue circuits? That's what, yellow pop?
Yellow pop?
Why would you want... That's a bit of a stretch, isn't it?
You'd need a whole green build to run a small red build to run a really tiny blue build. Yeah. Then you need the robot frame. So that's lubricant, more yellow engines into red engines, batteries. That's a lot of work for 5 people. It's take the whole base and double it, and that'll give you yellow science.
Yeah. I don't see it as... You'd be better off concentrating on your defences.
Still not defended. Oh, they're finally adding their first flamethrower turret in the north. Like, Build or Die and Cody have been up here for ages playing with this thing, and it's still not. Oh, and Build or Die
about to get attacked again.
Yeah, pissed off the neighbours.
Yep.
They're going around your wall, Build or Die. Wave at them, wave at them, wave at them. Yeah, that's it. Now run back and forth. Yep. No, run in front of the flamer, No, not behind the flamer. In front. Yep. Yeah.
Don't go around the back.
Yeah. No, you got to cross back behind the flamer. The biter's fast. Yeah.
It nearly got him.
Yeah, that went close. Okay.
Oh.
More walls, Build or Die. So, after they get that, where's the pipe? Pipe is here. It
Doof's
has
power
oil.
plant. Look at those biters really snarled up on that. You could really barbecue them good. And look at them all dancing around that lake.
That's what Doof should be doing. He should be like, no, let's just hunker down. Let's get what we've got.
So much red ammo, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
If you could reduce that herd.
And Cody,
even if it doesn't kill them, just pick some of the health off as they run through a flamer.
Cody's like, hook up the oil again, boys. Hook it up. Like, add in some pipes there and there. And we'll have oil.
The next attack's going to eat it. Yeah. Every time that there's an attack there.
It needs to go around that lake.
Yeah.
That's just...
Now straight pipe, the biters are going to eat it.
Hey, definitely. At least straight pipe's easy to see when it's broken.
True. But you're going to have someone standing there with a good supply.
Oh, at least they're going to pump, so they're sucking the pipe dry and putting it into tanks.
Yeah, that's definitely a good thing to do. I do that.
Moving down.
Because if you can fill your tanks and then you lose your pump jacks, it's not quite such an emergency to get it repaired. At least you can carry on running as if nothing happened.
It doesn't look like Doof is doing any sort of tank pump setup, but then his line is actually full. It's at like 73 oil. So
and his thing's not getting attacked, is it? Because I don't think the biter attacks spawn that far out. I think they're spawning from nearer. They're spawning from underneath.
They're spawning from the closest, so they're coming from the closest biters that are available on the map. Which, given the way we can see the biters, is definitely going to be that in that north or that south. It's going to be directly above or below them. It's not from the sides.
Yeah. As Coyote's seeing now. So yeah, I think Doof's oil is completely safe because there'll be no pollution attacks. As long as the player does go over there and aggro, that thing will just run forever.
Cody's oil's about to die again.
All big biter. Do a little flamer turret that... Oh dear.
More importantly, it wasn't hooked up to oil anymore. Oh,
I think by the time-
we're going with wooden wall pillboxes.
Boxes. That's
Desperate. That's
yeah.
what that is. That's
I mean,
desperation.
a stone furnace wall is improvisation and use of stone when you've got nothing left, and it's cheaper than wall. But wooden box wall.
Hey! Wood is
It's like a
useless.
palisade.
If you make a wooden box, you can't even burn it now. So. Yeah.
Coyote. Oh dear, Coyote just tried to pickaxe a spitter and it just spat it in his face. Another Titan. Oh, God.
Yeah. So,
I think these big biters are going to be the end of it.
Cody's catching up, and that's the really worrisome thing that they've
So it's 5% gap now.
A few times, although I think Zoran or Doof has just cleared out things. Doof just
fed
military.
400 military.
That's a 52. Zoran did
200
another
military.
200 military with another 100 chemical. That's 55%. Come on, push things a little further. Another 5% for the absolute guaranteed you're screwed.
Mm-hmm. Especially when they're still mostly fighting with yellow out.
Yeah.
And player. It's so much. Coyote's so player defensive now. It's like eating up like 2 or 3 of their players pretty much full time in either fighting biters or trying to repair turret walls with yellow ammo or putting down wooden box walls. Whereas Doof's not. He's got what, 2 people on defense. Zalwan's building more wall. Oh, he's done exactly what we said. Barbecuing that. Oh, he's burnt the forest.
No, that's fine.
But look at that fire along that river.
Forest didn't need to
medium
be
fire. Oh, look at that.
Cody doesn't have
powerful
oil yet, Stinson. That's why he doesn't have a flame defense. He doesn't have oil.
Coyote's left side's in danger.
Technically, he has oil, but no, it's all gone. Oh,
yeah. His left side's in that, and the north at the same time.
Hang on,
which means that they're hearing the.
Oh, we got big biters and big spitters for Coyote.
Yeah, but they're going to be hearing all the alerts and thinking.
At this point, you would have turned off the alerts. You wouldn't be mentally. You wouldn't be hearing them anymore.
Yeah,
it just becomes background.
But they think that it's all in the north.
Yeah,
none of them are running that way because they don't know.
They killed a big biter with gun turrets. Actually,
gun turrets,
and not doing a bad job against the big biters. Did the big biters get a nerf? Because I remember by the time big biters come around, gun turrets are useless.
Maybe they've done a lot of bullet damage.
Yeah, I think they've only done 2 or 3. Cody's throwing again.
Everything he's got, red and green this time as well.
And the biters are just wandering around in Cody's iron, just having a party.
It's okay. There's a highly pressurized iron. They can.
Look, as long as nobody goes over there and talks to them, they're going to be fine. They'll just stand there. Referee was to fire? No, to grenade. That was a
himself. Cheese Lord, do something. Cheese Lord, run. It's over, mate.
No, Cheese Lord, you're fine. You just keep going backwards slowly. Hold the space bar. Hold it harder. Oh, another grenade.
But the wooden boxes.
But the pipeline. The precious pipeline of no oil. Because it's broken somewhere else. We got oil there. Nope. We got oil there. Nope. Their oil doesn't oil. Yep.
Yeah. Nope. Not even at the pump. The pump jack hasn't. The power line's broken. The pump jack has no power.
So Doof's expanding the firewall. The firewall is doing great.
Yeah. Look at that go.
All the biters are saying no.
Yeah. And the gun turrets pick off anybody that makes it through.
And Cheese Lord is saying hi to more biters. Do not use a shotgun near walls. All the bullet damage goes into the wall and not into the biter. They both started researching modules. I don't get it.
No.
Like purple science? But...
Doof's doing the right thing. Forget more science.
Oh no, he was doing the same thing. He started researching...
No, sorry, like building more.
Oh.
I wouldn't bother research anything military, flamer damage, anything. Bullet damage, great. But for stuff for more science now, just put all your manpower into getting a nice strong defensive wall like he's doing. And then because Coyote's struggling with defense big time.
So
I think one of these attacks is going to be a fatal breach soon.
Doof has cut his coal belt going into his grenades. Oh, he's being fed from the other side now. That's the same coal belt. That's not going to solve your problem, but okay. Unless Doof is... Oh, he's bringing up his mixed belt. He's sorting his mixed belt. It's got a little bit of crap everywhere, but it's a little bit. It's a little bit, and every little bit helps.
They've now doubled the thickness of the wall as well. They're taking down the pillboxes to distribute along the wall. And look at that attack coming in. It just gets... The flamers kill about most, and then the guns just pick off.
Chew off whatever's left.
Let's see what the lake one does now. Now that the fire's going to, make that long line.
Nothing. There's nothing.
They're even going to see... Don't even need a repair pack.
No.
That's how effective that was.
No. Flamers for the win.
Yeah. And interspersed with a few guns to pick off the bold biters that... Whereas on the other hand, they got two cheese lords fighting a big biter off with a shotgun.
They're also... Cody's about to lose the wall above him again.
Mm-hmm.
Like...
And so many turrets.
Yep. Build or Die is dead.
Oh, fatal breach for Coyote. They're in the smelters.
Yeah, that's not the first time. That's happened a few times now. The fact that they're running away from the biters is probably not a good sign.
Yeah, and Coyote just grabbed 1600 plate buffer box and then died with it on him. So
technically, this is
it, I think.
But you know, Coyote's corpse has nothing on it.
Oh, I saw 1600 iron.
Oh no, it's got 1600 iron, but it doesn't have like any inserters, assemblers, anything like that. Which means either he's run out and played all that crap, or
no, it was a fresh corpse. I think he hasn't recovered the previous one. He grabbed the 1600 iron from the to save it, but he's never going to recover his corpse because the front line's 50 tiles further into the base now. The front line's down here at the iron mine
and Referee just took out all the power to all the non-important
everything,
all the non-important things.
We didn't need that base powered, right?
Yeah,
next wave's coming in top left, and they haven't dealing with this one. This is over.
Yeah, this is over. And Cody's capped both his red and green sites, so like there isn't even enough packs he can go up and pick them up and do a decent throw.
And they're at 56% Evo now, so even more big biters in a higher concentration. Yeah, this is over. Because Doof's front line, it just continues to get stronger.
Yeah.
It's not taking damage and is being eroded. It's just getting stronger,
which is fortified with fire.
Yeah, which is like what happened when we was against Comfy. We weren't losing turrets; we were just building more turrets. The walls were getting stronger. The biters weren't attacking and doing anything. It's the same thing to do. The biters aren't doing nothing. He just gets stronger. Whereas Coyote's now got if you zoom out, you can see the red.
Yeah, you can see
the
red plague slowly eating through the base. Yeah.
It's like a forest fire, and it's spreading.
Yeah.
The front line is in a circular shape, just eating its way through. And the only thing they can do out of it is grenades, speed fighters work in destroying the base.
Yeah.
Because you're destroying your own stuff. But you have to do it to kill biters. But the next wave will be right behind you.
Right behind it, yep. Doof just did another 230 military flasks. Yeah, Doof just needs to throw everything.
Uncontrolled biters at the silo. Yellow ammo turrets only.
Oh,
2 players there, but they only just so.
And more importantly, he never walled it in.
Yeah, just some yellow ammo turrets.
Yeah, throw grenades at the silo. Keep going. It's immortal.
Well, you might as well because you can't damage. Yeah,
it's immortal. You can't kill it. Oh, and they hooked up power to their silo. That's going to cost them the whole game.
Yeah, was it 4 megawatts?
Drain 8.3 kilowatts. Yeah, don't power that silo. That's
Here
a
we go.
mistake.
Stand by for the kaboom.
3, 2, boom, boom.
One. Kaboomy.
Now we can see all the remnants.
I can't see it all. There's too many remnants.
Yeah, I don't know. None of this looks... Oh, okay, there we go. It's cleared off a lot of the rubbish that the silo leaves behind as part of the scenario code.
Yeah.
Alright, so who are we going to go chat to first? Doof or Coyote?
I don't mind.
Who's first in my Discord list? Doof it is.
Doof it is, okay. Ooh. It's scary in here.
It is. Now I'm going to wait for the drag. And then, where's Cody's Discord?
Good day, gentlemen.
Hello.
sir.
Congratulations. Well done.
Thank you.
That was a good battle.
That was. I wasn't paying a lot of attention to what they were doing, and I just felt like we were behind. However, they slowly kept falling behind with regards to evolution.
It was very, very close for the whole match.
Yeah, I think the tipped the scale. Basically, it became a race for oil. Whoever got the oil first was pretty much going to win it. And you were very neck and neck. Like, in fact, they were ahead to begin with. They had it cleared because they went for a different patch to you. They had theirs cleared. You both started setting up at the same time, and then they triggered some biters. They attacked and they lost it. And you guys secured yours, and then you started pulling ahead from there.
I think we were going to try to go for the same patch that they were, and then we realized we couldn't clear it.
Yeah,
they'd already cleared that, or thought they cleared it.
They'd semi-cleared it, and it turns out a update since the last time I've played, at least, is you cannot put flamers close to
any
spawners.
It's any turret.
Any turret. So
Yeah.
And that I've also found out, and so said, okay, I can no longer use this oil patch.
Yeah, and they tried to stick with the other one, and it didn't work out as well as they'd hoped.
Dinson's just corrected me. It wasn't an update. It's just something I never knew about. There you go.
Okay.
It has been in a while. It wasn't there at the very beginning. It's to counter the farming of because you can just put down a turret next to make a biter zoo, wrap a nest in turrets. As the biters spawn, the turret shoots them, and you lower your threat, and you could just farm your threat down.
Yeah, North.
That makes a lot of sense.
It was to stop that. You can still do it, but you have to have the turrets far enough away from the nest that a player has to aggro the biters, run back to the guns, and then go and get some more. You can't automate it.
So what we have now is everything the map pre-generates. And the oil that you went for and the oil that they didn't find is like the edge of the pre-generated map. So it turns out there's no spawners out there at all. I was sort of thinking that the spawners were just outside your visible range, but that hadn't been generated. So there's no spawners out there at all.
Yeah, so your oil was never going to get attacked.
Yep. I see that now by looking at theirs. Yeah, there's nothing out there.
Yeah, that's interesting.
So we're here to wish you a congratulations. Very, very good match.
Yep.
Thank you guys. I appreciate what you do too.
Look, it's a pleasure. It's a good way to kill 2 hours and be so flat out, like trying to keep up with both of you going in different directions, doing different things. It's intense sometimes.
Yeah, we leave one team and I think they're fine, and you go and look at the other team, and all of a sudden it's like, oh my god, where did that build come from? Or look at that pack of biters. He's eating Doof's mix patch again.
When did that pack of biters show up and start chewing on that corner of the base?
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, it's kind of fun. I mean, I tell you what, I have to tip my hat to my guys here doing defense. I never had any issues with defense. These guys were absolutely amazing. So
Yeah, that wall, tow it, flamer, tow it, flamer, tow it wall was just melting on your self defense. So I saw several bio attacks. Not even a piece of wall got damaged.
Yep.
So
They're dead on the way in, which is perfect. That's how you want them.
yeah,
Till the evolution
Well,
ever gets a little
out.
bit higher, and then yeah.
I'm
All
gonna
right.
give some
I
credit
missed
to Colonel.
Clowntown.
Gonna give some credit to Colonel Will because that's where I got the pilebox idea.
Mhm.
So I kind of stole your idea out of pilebox.
It's patented. You owe me royalties.
Okay, well I got like $100 in my hand. If you come and get it, you will get them.
Don't say
I gotta
that.
go, guys. I'll be on.
Yeah, don't say that. He might start.
So-
He might start heading over.
Yeah. So I guess shout on to Zawon for the leader of the best defender, 2,735 points. Doof built 5,200 things. That's a lot of things to build.
Doof was
I
definitely
built
the
a lot of
builder.
damn things.
And so I've been with 5 deaths. Oh dear.
Yeah.
So Ben, fish are important next time. That lake right in front of you, like just south of your power, full of fish. Have
Yeah.
all
Oh yeah,
the fish.
I still have 20 on me. I still have 20 on me. So, but then again, I wasn't getting attacked very much. So the other guys were the ones doing most of that defense. I was busy building 5,212 things.
Things.
Building all the things.
Yeah. Sorry, I didn't get you earlier, Clowntown. I didn't see you down there.
No, I just popped in, man. I was late. Well done, guys. That was well done.
Crowntown stepped away for just a minute to go do some real life things and said, I hope I'll be back in a couple of minutes. Hopefully it's not all over. And we're like, yeah, it's going to go one of two ways. Either we'll still be here or it'll be all over and said and done with. And yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I said to Colonel Well and JD, Clowntown, thank you very much for what you do. Shoutcasting this to help give people a view that we wouldn't see otherwise. In the commentary is nice as well.
Oh man, you guys do great. And everybody here, thanks for supporting these streamers. Make sure you have just put all their links in the chats so that you follow these guys. Is Coyote in here as well?
No, Cody's not
No, he's
here.
okay.
I was going to go hit up his Discord server next.
Okay. All right. Good. I don't know if we got over there yet. So,
Yeah.
Good deal. Well done, guys.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Well done, Doof.
You
We'll
guys
go chat to Coyote.
Yep. See ya.
Great. How's it going, guys?
Hello, sir.
How you doing?
Another good match. Commiserations, I guess.
No idea what that means, but all right.
Oh, close match. You were neck and neck all the way up to military science, really. And then it came down to who could get oil and defend oil first.
It's hilarious how often it seems to be that that's like our bottleneck, huh?
Yeah.
But see, we actually learned something really interesting looking at the map afterwards. The biters seem to generate in much denser packs towards the north and the south.
Well,
So west and east seem to be pretty
Yeah, they're
void
almost
of biters.
non-existent.
Yeah, they're almost non-existent.
well,
So had we went probably for like our western oil, we probably wouldn't have dealt with like all the issues that we had because we had oil almost at the same time as them.
yes, and yours was pre-cleared.
Just getting it though was like the hard thing because I mean there's constant biter attacks and we also weren't anticipating the fact that I guess the newer version of biter battles doesn't allow you to put turrets close to nests. So turret creeping.
I think that's new Factorio.
Is it?
No, it's not new Factorio. Well, I've been corrected by chat saying that that's actually been in there for a while, and when Will works out what his push to talk is, he has. Excellent. Hey, Will.
Check 1, 2.
I got it. Yep.
Yeah.
Don't use push to talk.
Yeah, you can't put turrets anywhere within, we're guessing, like 50 tiles of a spawner to stop you harvesting threat. So, Yeah, that's definitely a change to my knowledge, but then my chat said no, it's been in there for a while.
Valdex just confirmed it has been there for a while. It's
Yeah, I seem to remember it being in there in the last one or two that we did beforehand. So it has been in there. But again, unless you're build or die, you probably wouldn't know about it.
Yeah.
unless you're really pushing the threat to the enemy, you know.
And
Yeah, I mean, he has to use his build or die tactic, right?
Yeah. So yeah, Doof went and got a, I guess, further out oil, but because it was right on the edge of the map and there were no spawners over there, it was easy to defend. And
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, that was kind of a game changer. Knowing this going into the future, I think it's going to be a little bit easier because it means that ultimately getting your lateral resources is so much better than getting your forward resources, right?
yeah, and well, you guys didn't discover the other oil. Build or die. He needs to be whacked over
Got
the
close
head.
to it and stopped.
Yeah, he didn't explore that far.
I mean, once again, it's like knowing this information, it changes so many things. Because then, I mean, you know, we stopped him once we got oil because we were like, oh, well, we got oil. Like, you know, what's the point of of finding out other things, right?
Mm-hmm.
What's the point of exploring other areas for more oil if we can't even secure that one oil?
Yeah, it turns out there was, and it's funny enough. On like, I know the maps are mirrored, but your side, you can see an oil in the left and the right, whereas Doof could only see one of them on one side. So you actually had a couple of choices. Had you explored, had you seen it?
Yeah, but shoulda, coulda, woulda, right?
Yeah.
That being said, I always enjoy playing against Doof because, I mean, out of all the matches that we've done, we're definitely like the most even matched with Doof. So it's much more of like a feasible challenge, you know?
yeah, I was going to say that you guys are really closely matched every time.
It was
Right the way through the match as well, right to the end.
I mean, the previous match we ended up like choking up just for defense. Like they were attacking the rocket, and you know we didn't have enough bullets at the time. We didn't have enough grenades, and that was like the end of the match. You know, like the entire base was intact, the defenses were intact. There was one spot where the turrets had run out, and that's where they snuck through.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, they came through. I think it was
so we were
west?
really close. And I think the thing is, I really didn't work on the blueprints this time, so we just used the exact same blueprints as previously, because unfortunately I had class a little bit earlier today. And like even as we were putting down our blue science, we came to the realization that like saddle fuel is not a thing anymore, right?
No.
And I didn't update the blueprints. So yeah. We unfortunately got outmatched and outplayed by Doof, but who knows? Maybe the third match, maybe we'll get him there. We'll finally break our losing spree.
Well, you don't want to do that because then you wouldn't be consistent.
Right. You know. And
Well, you
consistency
gotta
is key.
shake things up sometime.
I thought you were going for the underdog mentality and you were going to like stay with the losing streak, but so close
Well, see,
every time.
If we lose, then we are the underdog instead of the punching bag.
So we were remarking.
If we only lose, then it's a punching bag.
Right. Well, we were remarking earlier on is that it looked just like the first one. It looked like the Doof was pulling ahead, but then you look at the scoreboard and the evolution's really close and the threat's really close, and you have the iron and copper and steel all on the line about the same time. And the common thing for the cast today was never underestimate an unloyal hoe. Yeah, it was good. You guys did great. A lot of fun to play. Thanks for inviting us.
Thanks for shoutcasting us.
Oh, it's a pleasure.
Cheers for playing.
Yeah, it's always good to see more matches. Anyway, yep. I think that's it.
And thanks everybody. I saw Coyote's chat lighting up with bits the whole time. So appreciate you supporting Coyote and Doof and these good players. So if you're here, make sure you follow these two guys, Dr_Doof and The Adventures of Coyote. Go hit them up. Throw them September, $2.50 to sub to your favorite streamer. So hit them up. It's never been cheaper than ever to support them. So get that done. All right, guys.
All right. Thank you very much.
All right. See ya.
Take care.
See ya.
See you guys.
Later.
Well, I think that's going to bring us to the end of my stream. Yes, Stinson, this is the crap Nightbot. I'm trying to think. Stinson, if you scroll down, because you can probably do it and I can't, you should find a link to Discord in the description, I hope. Possibly. And yeah, it'd be very much appreciated if you could throw it into the chat. I'm looking for it myself. There it is. Because I'm not using custom Discord link anymore. But yeah, that's going to be the end of the stream. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for whoever's watching the VOD later. It was another really interesting match. And now that we've found out about the Biter Battles webpage, I'm probably going to register another team because Doof unfortunately can't get enough players to take on our team. As you saw today, he only had about 5 players. Comfy, I've been meaning to hit up for a match against Comfy because they can raise the player numbers. But yeah, it's been slim pickings for us and our team. Everybody I challenge either can't get together a team or can't get a time slot that matches me, not having to get up at 4 a.m. We'd always have teams of multiple sizes. Yeah, I don't want to bring in 14 players versus 5 players because that seems a little bit unfair. But yeah. Anyway, I'm going to end the stream here because it's now 9 a.m. and everybody's getting up at my place. So thank you guys for watching. As always, do hope you've enjoyed. I'll put in a link to Twitch as well. Because normally these things go up on Twitch, but with everybody streaming it today on Twitch, I figured, look, we'll do ours on YouTube for a change. I mean, have a few teams of different sizes, we can hit more events. Yeah, not a bad idea. The problem is I need to then pick and choose which players. Anyway, I'm out. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next match. I believe Partner's going to work tonight, so maybe a stream tonight over on Twitch. Probably going to play more of the Narvis map. So anyway, I'm out. Thank you guys so much for watching. Do hope you've enjoyed. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.